Well, that's annoying. Okay, so I guess for whatever fucking reason, I can't stream Knights of the Republic on my laptop, which is really fucking annoying, actually.
What the fuck happened there? I thought you were playing Deadeye.
Well, I was gonna play fucking Knights of the Old Republic, but for whatever fucking reason, I can't show the game on my laptop. The program just doesn't fucking pick it up, I guess. So I'm gonna have to go test it later today to see if I can do it on my fucking computer over there. Otherwise, that'll just be a game I play by myself then, which is like fine. I mean, I like the game, but like, it would have been cool fucking streaming it.
What, you can't screen share it?
No, apparently I fucking can't. It like so when I stream games on my laptop, I screen capture. So it captures everything on the screen. For whatever reason, Knights of the Old Republic will not be picked up in any of the forms. I'm gonna tell you right now,
Does that
Jeremy, this is probably gonna be the last Warhammer stream until the update. Cause like I don't mind the game, but
getting repetitive?
it is getting a little repetitive, especially with the big update on the way. I do want to like give it a little break so I can come back stronger when the update drops because they're changing a lot of stuff in the next update. So we'll play it today, but next week I'm gonna be trying to play a different game because I'm kind of pissed I can't play Knights of the Old Republic right now because that's fucking bullshit. I had everything set up properly. That shit's fucking annoying. No, because I don't mind Space Marine too, but like I'd like to because when the update drops, we're gonna be fucking we're gonna be playing like the horde mode and shit a lot harder to like see what happened and stuff. So like I'd like to like give the game a break. That's why I wanted to play Helldivers 2 on these streams, but for whatever reason, neither my laptop or computer can run Helldivers 2 anymore, even though I ran it fine perfectly before Windows fucking 11, cause fuck Windows 11, I guess. Yeah, I agree. I just want to help a brother out. I almost platinumed the game I started a year ago or so. Nice devil. So, well, we'll do this. We'll do this one last time, and then next time, well, we'll play. Well, I'll try playing something else. I don't know if anyone will be able to join me, but we'll try something else next time because I would like to diversify the portfolio a little bit for Thursday. You gotta message him. We can also play Deep Rock Galactic. I don't own that game. Fuck you guys. You're gonna get Minecraft Thursdays.
I mean, have you tried Hades 2?
I'm not playing Hades 2. I don't even play Hades 1. Alright, let's see what Devil sent me.
Man, that's savage.
Devil, I don't
Hey,
understand. What the
Kyle,
fuck are you asking me? Yes, Devil, that's fucking lewd. I've
What
seen
did the devil send
strippers with
you?
more fucking clothes than this.
What did the devil send you?
I guess some guy has anime fucking girl pictures on his car, and I guess he's
Oh,
claiming it's not lewd. Bro, she's wearing
devil,
fucking pasties. Yes, that's fucking lewd.
devil, just don't associate with those people. They're a different breed. They're scary. The way they flaunt that on their cars, it's like, goddamn, that's scary. I'll flaunt, I'll flaunt it in a room on TV and be like, look at that, boys. But I won't be like, yeah, let's take this to the public.
I think there is a fine line on how graphic the sticker can be before you're just not allowed to have an opinion anymore. Like, if you have like just a picture of Itachi on there or something, or like even like a waifu, but like she's fully clothed, that's fine. Like you're weird, but that's fine. You got her
Uh,
fucking naked. No, Devil, send the picture to Kyle
you
so he
mean
understands what the fuck I'm talking about.
so? What you mean is like the people who have like the fully clothed high school DxD girls on the car. It's weird, but at least that it's not the other version of them, right?
There is very much a point where you are weird, and then you're just a fucking menace. So
No, there's a point where it's like you're weird for having like anime shit on your car, but then there's a point where it's like you don't get a car anymore.
So I think I told you about this. I play Magic the Gathering, obviously, and like card games and stuff. There's a guy I know. I'm relatively chill with the guy, but he's a little eccentric. One day he comes to the card shop and he pulls out a playmat of Tsunade naked with just sushi covering her fucking like I guess essential parts we'll call it.
What?
And I look at this
What?
guy as he puts his playmat down, and I'm just like,
This is a public area, sir.
what is wrong with you?
There's nothing wrong with him. He just doesn't care.
Well, I think there is a problem when it's like, dude, this is a place for fucking kids because it's a card shop. Kids are allowed to come in here and play. You're not like that is
Some
softcore
public,
pornography.
some public decorum doesn't hurt. Like if you brought this out, where if you came over for like cards night with the boys, it's like I'm gonna give you a little bit of a side eye, but I'll think it's funny. You do that in public, I'm gonna just think you're fucking weird and a menace.
Like,
You
don't
know
get
what I
me
mean?
wrong. Like, obviously he doesn't care. Like, and you can praise that all you want, but it's like, dude, like, know the environment here. This is a public place. This is something you pull out when you're playing with the boys. Thank you. OP tried staying. It's not lewd. He parked outside a store where kids and such go. He's pissed he's been called out for it, and he aged up some of the characters as well and put them in this art. He also openly defends this stuff too. You can defend it all you want. Doesn't make you fucking right. Hey Jeremy, you fucking joining or what? Also Sparta.
Right.
Dude, Sparta, do not put that shit on my car. Do not do that shit, bro. Bro's gonna find my fucking car and put the randomest fucking shit on there. So
Right.
I'm assuming
I
this is the
mean,
guy at your local card shop, Devil, who's doing this. Presumably.
So the devil just sent this to me. This guy is a menace. He doesn't get the car anymore.
Like again, there's even when it comes to no.
He's even got the
Okay.
he's even he's even got the sex swing fucking hoop in his car to hold on to.
Wait, are you fucking serious? I didn't see that. Oh my word, he fucking does.
nah, Zim. See, we would go to your car and we would put body detail of Akino.
That'd be reasonable. Okay. Devil, can I show chat what you sent
I'll,
me or no? Like, can I show it on screen or no?
I'll,
Or do you want to keep it private?
I'll tell you boys this right now. You fucking put any kind of sticker on my car, I'm gonna be pissed off.
What if I put
Because that
bumper
shit's not
stickers?
easy to get off.
Well, yeah, that's the point. That's why they do that super adhesive shit. What I was gonna say though is fucking look. There's a okay. Did Jeremy join? All right, cool. Oh, he's still joining. Okay. There's a
The
fine
only one,
line of
the
where
only
it's
sticker,
appropriate.
the only sticker I'd be okay with is still making fun of Jujutsu Kaisen scaling.
So now that we know that Gojo is in fact the strongest in the verse, I'm gonna ignore Sukuna. Feels good.
Oh,
Feels
so
good.
how do we know? What happened? What'd you find out?
Maharaga was confirmed to be equal across the board. Just that because he adapted so much, the Maharaga that fought Deborah was technically the strongest. But they all have the same stats.
And the next time he's summoned, he'll just be back to base stats again.
Yeah.
Gojo the goat.
Okay.
Even if he got offspring no jutsu.
So let me show you guys what Devil sent me. That these are the stickers in question that someone is allegedly defending as
All right.
non-lewd. All right, I'm gonna take it off now because you can just scroll back a few seconds. Yeah,
Oh, I thought you were gonna post
well,
it in the.
no. It's on the stream. It's on the stream. That shit is just
Okay.
criminal. Dude, like again, I've seen strippers with more fucking clothing than that. That's fucking wild. Again, there's like a tasteful amount of skin you can show where we know what you're about before you're just not allowed in public anymore. It's that simple. He parks during store hours and works there. Hell yeah, I'm okay with it. This guy's trying to defend his choice of stickers he used on his car too. How do you defend that? Like, what do you say? Like, it's my car? Okay, then park it at the very fucking back of the fucking lot then. You don't get to fucking park that shit near the front if that's where he's at.
Nah. You park that shit down the road in the alley, you goblin.
I'm gonna need you to put a tarp over your car whenever you're working here. That's what I would say.
In fact, if you work with me and that is your car, you park several parking spaces away from me, and we do not associate near your car at all. I need to make sure the clients understand I am not with you.
Oh, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Cool.
That shit is just criminal. Again, like it's one thing to have like, okay, fucking girls fucking showing a bit of skin, that's fine. No, we got them fully naked with fucking pasties on. Okay, bro. Okay. Actually, Jason, I have a question for you. Are you cool with some PvP to try that out or no?
I guess I can do some PvP.
Well, I mean, we can do some...
Even though I'm not really a PvP person, I'll try a little bit of it.
Well, we can do some PvE missions. I'm just saying I like to give PvP a shot. Because, like, I've played it a couple times. I don't mind it, but I know you and... well, I know Mangler's not really a fan of it, and I'm assuming you're not a fan of it either, presumably.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really play PvP that often.
That's fine.
Or not only in this game, but in any other games too. I'm not a fan of PvP.
That's fine. Alright, well, I still need to level up my Tech Marine, so let's do, I forgot it has PvP. Yeah, most people do. It's actually really good PvP. It's just that fucking, you either like PvP or you don't. Alright, we're gonna do Exfiltration on Lethal because, I still have to get Lethal done on this.
The only exceptional PvP I'll play is Team Fortress 2.
Well, that's not even a PvE game, though. That's literally just PvP. You don't play Team Fortress 2 and play PvE.
No, I'm not saying PvE.
I understand that, but like that's like saying, bro, I play Overwatch 2's PvP only. Yeah, because there's no other PvP fucking E in that fucking game. Sorry, not Overwatch 2, just Overwatch now.
Actually, Team Fortress 2 does have PvE. It's called Man vs. Machine.
No, doesn't exist. Doesn't exist. He said I'm not forcing anyone to look at it, which is a mute and dishonest argument. He parks it where you see it from entering and exiting the store too. My wife is overjoyed. You guys agree it's criminal? People tried. I forgot how to PvP. I have people trying to argue it's not lewd. What do you mean it's not fucking lewd?
What do they assume lewd is? That they understand that, like, you can have a character fully clothed, but if they're in a suggestive position, that's still lewd.
Dude, this is literally like the case where, like, the girl gets frosting all over her. That's still lewd, even if she's fully clothed. Like, what the fuck do you... Bro, what's
do you mean those suggestive scenes where, like, they'll try this softcore shit where they'll like spill milk all over them and it'll be like white all over their face or shit like that?
Well, that's why I said frosting, because the last time I saw it done, it was like they were trying to cook like a cake together and the thing like fucking falls over and lands on her. As well as the kids in my area to not be as well as shut down when I see one. Dude, no, like, fuck out of here. Like, just own up to it, admit you're a fucking degenerate, and then just accept your social stigma like you deserve. It's that simple.
Here's the thing. Zim knows I'm a pervert, but Zim also knows I would never go that far. That's a different level. That's king pervert.
Again, it's like again, it's all in the sort of how do I say this? It's all in the execution. No one
How I put
cares of like what your personal fucking preferences are or anything, but you can't fucking put that shit out there in a public fucking space and expect to fucking be just fucking normal about that shit.
listen, when you're so degenerate that Jiraiya would look at you and ask you to calm down, you know you've got a problem.
It's why like fucking like cause obviously like Naruto you have fucking like the massive fucking perverts in there. Hang on, they got fucking spores. You got the massive perverts in there. But the thing is notice that the way they're perverts, well, with the exception of Jiraiya, because Jiraiya is like fucking just Jiraiya comes from a very different age where fucking peeking at women was completely socially acceptable in that context.
No, it wasn't. He was still getting his shit kicked in for it even then.
Well, what I mean by socially acceptable
like,
is that like
no.
you could write characters where that would be the case, and it would just be like, okay, well
Never.
that's it.
Was never socially acceptable in that universe. He's just a disgusting pervert.
Well, I mean like in Japan, like having characters like that wasn't like an issue because there wasn't like the social standards we have nowadays. Anyways, point I'm getting at is like even Kakashi when he's reading his fucking porn in front of everybody doesn't have naked women on the fucking cover of it. It's like one symbol and that's it. You know what he's reading, but you would have to know what's in that book to know what he's reading.
Yeah, because he's reading smart, but he does everything possible to keep that on the down low as he's being a pervert.
Yes, because that's how you're supposed to do it with some class.
And people would only know he's being a pervert if they know what book he's reading.
Exactly. That's how you're supposed to do these things. Apparently Sancho left, which is weird, because I don't think I have private settings on, so that's weird. They say it's not porn and side boob moves offensive. Bro, what do you mean side boob? Bro, she's wearing fucking pasties! There's no side boob to be discussed here!
So in their opinion, would they think it's socially acceptable for a stripper to walk out in their underwear and pasties in public, and that's not lewd or troublesome in any way, shape, or form?
Oh, they must be one of those fucking. They must be one of those fucking new age social reformers I've been hearing so much about. The ones that walk around New York City naked.
You mean the nudists?
No, they're not nudists. Because apparently that's not correct. They're just freedom fighters.
Yep, you know what the problem is with those movements? It's never people with good bodies and are sexy that are fighting for this. It's always the people who are just like trolls. Zoom knows what I'm talking.
Behavior. Rumor is the guy defended CP as well as some shit. No. CC Devil, don't say that because that's not true. More than likely, what he defended was lolly shit. Now, of course, we can get into a discussion onto that one all day long. Personally, I don't stand by lolly individuals in terms of like agreeing with their stance, but like let's be clear here, that's probably what he was defending. Like you shouldn't be accusing someone of like something that serious, you know? Unless you're in the position that lolly is fucking CP, in which case I'm not gonna tell you you're wrong, but I will stress there is a difference. But how much of that difference you want to acknowledge is completely up to the individual.
I'll also stress that if you were to depict quote-unquote lolly women in real life, it's mostly just women with like no tits and are like 5 feet tall.
Well, that would be the correct way to do it, but obviously, you know, that would be assuming good faith on the illustrator who drew the material to begin with, which we all know is not the case half the time. You know, why are there so many fucking enemies?
We're on lethal.
Yeah, but like. Fucking there's a red fucking there's a red thing over here, J-Sense, if you want it. Red stem pack.
Oh my
J-Sense, how'd you feel me like this? What's your level?
On my assault, it's level 25, but for some reason the game likes to fuck me over, like it always does.
I was gonna say, oh, is this like the fucking lag thing? Did you lower your graphics yet?
Yeah, I have.
Bruh. I'm not accusing. It's what the guy who made the post, who knows dude, stated. I'm saying it's rumored, not 100% certainty. No. Like that's fine. I'm not gonna be like, Devil, how dare you say that? I'm just saying, like, you know, that's a serious thing to say. So, you know, make sure you don't throw that around lightly. No, more than likely the guy's mad that the guy defends Lolly. Which, to be fair, if you're mad that they do that, I'm not gonna tell you to not be mad. Hey, J-Sans, pick up the fucking red med kit I pointed out, unless you have a white one. Biobor. Oh, 2 Biobors. Pushing forward. Keep pushing forward.
Fuck.
All right, one down. Get the other one. Reminder, as unwholesome as he is, Zim doesn't like lollies. I just don't get it. Like, don't get me wrong, I understand the flat is justice thing and everything, but like, I mean, let's... Look, I try not to judge people for what they like, but let's not mince words here. Those lollies are not looking like fuck... Most lollies do not look like just adult women who are short. You know? Let's first be honest about the situation, and then we can have a discussion about it, okay?
So what do you think's creepier? The people who have 20-year-olds who look like 8-year-olds, or the 8-year-old, or the people who look like they're 8 but they have like tits like they're fucking like 40.
Well, that's a good question, actually. Hang on, I'm trying to interact with the door because I'm being attacked real quickly. Okay, so basically, ooh, that's fuck. I'm about to go down. Hang on. I'm gonna be honest. I think it'll be the the one that looks like a kid. I think is the one I'm gonna say. Cause like at least with the other one, like you can make the argument like, oh well, it's not designed like a child, so you know, like obviously, you know, I can get away with some leeway there, even whatever the lore says. But like, I don't think you can really get away when it's like, hey, here's the 50-year-old fucking lolly who's a mother of fucking 3. No specific examples needed.
So a good example of what you'd be really uncomfortable with is like the adult teacher from Index, right?
I have not seen that character. I'd have to see what that is. I don't. The card's just diabolical. No, the card's diabolical. Honestly, he's lucky he's even employed. I'm surprised that his fucking grocery store doesn't just be like, hey, listen, dude, you gotta cover that shit up because there's a level of professionalism we expect when your stuff's on our property.
So Zim, what do you think of my assault drip?
You know, I was gonna say you do look a little fly, just a little though. Not wizard, but a little fly.
Thanks.
Oh fucking hell! Another fucking bomb. Okay, I'm good. All right, but yeah, no.
Oh!
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
And to be clear, I am not the wholesome. I am the wholesome one. Wait, we need.
So
I just need one.
So you know who I'm talking
kill.
about. Basically, this character.
So I can get rid of the wound.
Okay. Oh, stop that from climbing back up. All right, let me see the picture. Not enough complaints to the company. Well, it's like I don't really like the idea of fucking complain to the company, to the guy, like, you know, for shit he doesn't do on the job, you know? Because like it's his car out there. That's a little weird. But to be fair, that does not look as much of a child as some of the worst examples I've seen. That just looks like a really small lady. I can see that one. That kind of looks like Neo from fucking
How do I
Ruby.
explain it? How do I explain it? There are times in the show where if people don't know that that's a teacher, they assume that that's a student.
No, yeah, like I can see that, but like I can also see in the design that like fucking there are
It's the
proportions there that would imply that it's not a child. Like it's not like that is close, but I have seen far worse examples than that. He deliberately parks it where the customers see it. That in and of itself is an issue. That you should not be parked. Well, okay. I'm gonna play devil's advocate here for a minute and ask a genuine question. Is he parking it where customers can see it intentionally, or does he just not want to park far away from where he works? Like, I feel like that's a little bit of a difference. Now, should he be doing it regardless? No. But I feel like that's a little different. Like, is he being malicious, or is he just like, I don't want to have to walk the distance I should be walking because I'm a piece of shit? Right, I really don't like being a fucking arbiter like this of fucking these values, but like fucking nah, you're just fucking wrong, bro. Like, own up to it. Cause I mean, you all know my standards are very not liberal, because even liberals wouldn't agree with me. They're very free. We'll go with free. I think that's the right word for it. Ryder's down. Jason, can you pick him up or no?
I'll try.
I'll pick him up right now if need be. It's just I was just asking. Okay, pick him up.
I got it.
Black is
Shit!
the word.
I was fucking sniper.
You good? You good? Cool.
Yeah, I got him up. Damn snipers.
At the employee parking lot area or behind the store. A log hit. Wait, he can park behind the store? Oh, wait, there's a designated employee parking area? No, he's just a dick then. No. Nah, no, there's no excuse there.
Shit, we all have mortal wounds now.
No, it's not as bad as you think. I have a guardian relic.
Okay.
Oh! Damn it! I was fucking changing my fucking settings to make my fans fucking louder so they can fucking be safe. Yeah, no. Then he has no excuses. He shouldn't be doing that. That's actually ridiculous that he thinks that's okay. Bruh, every time I activate the servo gun on this fucker, he just keeps fucking tunneling in. Come on, Jason, let's go to the next area, because we fucking...
There's a neuroscope.
Just get in here. Just get the fuck in here. It's fine. Okay, this fucker's gonna fucking get us killed. Holy shit.
None of this matters. Withdrawal is not an option.
Well, so what have the, so... I'm kind of surprised the owner hasn't said anything at that point, because that should be an issue. Like I said, I want professional opinions, as mine's more conservative, but I was pretty sure it crossed more than a few lines. Yeah, well, let me help you out here.
It crosses all the lines.
If you can see 90% of the girl's body, it's fucking lewd. Even girls
I
in
guarantee-
bikinis with no sexual fucking indication beyond that is lewd.
Zim, I guarantee you, we can't see it because of the quality of the photo, but I guarantee you if we were to see it in person, it would be the kind of sticker where the pasties are over the nipples, but you could absolutely see the swell of the nipple.
Actually, that's a good question, Devil. Is it like that or no? Because can you actually see the actual nipple underneath? Because there are some things where they cover it, but you can definitely see what's supposed to be underneath there. Like Nikkei does this a lot, from what I've noticed with their models.
Does it?
I think I don't know who I told because when I played it, obviously I had to play a couple missions to get through it. I might go back and play it though. The story's looking pretty good. But
God.
so I could tell the model was fully fucking like drawn, if that makes sense. It feels like the clothes are put on as a separate layer as an afterthought.
Oh, so it's like if somebody was to go and do asset remove, like you could probably see all the assets.
Yeah, I'm fairly confident that is the case for Nikkei. I could be wrong. Maybe someone tried, but like I know for at least like two of the girls I saw, I could see some pink. So I'm
I
okay.
really don't like how you get ship damaged from every enemy across the map in this game. It's really fucking annoying.
Yep. Oh shit. Alright, thankfully the other guy's still alive. Unfortunately, I did lose my Guardian relic, so that's kind of lame, but that's fine. I'll send better photos. I mean, you don't have to. Again, like, look, at the end of the day, the guy shouldn't be doing that. There's no defense for it whatsoever. There are children around there. The girl looks fucking nearly fucking naked. Oh, we're good. We both had Guardian relics. Does the girl look like she could be in a strip club right now? Yes, then it is lewd. It's that simple.
You'll find Metrian cowering in her data enclave.
Gallia, old friend of mine. If you missed our binaric discourses, you could have sent communication. I observe you still pathetically cling to thews of soft tissue. Remember, meat lacks efficiency, whereas metallic alloys stave off corrosion and degradation for far longer.
How far you have fallen, Ignoel, that I must drag you back into the light.
But yeah, no, that shit's just fucking, yeah, no, shouldn't be doing that. Or at least fucking shouldn't be parked in front of the fucking store. That's an employee parking lot thing.
Seems like overkill, Gallia.
To be honest, why even fucking park in front of the fucking store if there's an employee parking lot?
Shall perish here, devoured by the Tyranids, and you do not care.
Like fucking... The reason there's an employee parking lot is so you don't have to fucking worry about dealing with customers as they fucking come around. Like, I mean, I would love to park in designated employee parking. That sounds fucking chill as fuck. Do you have employee parking where you work, Kyle, or no?
God, no, it's wherever you can find parking.
If you had a designated employee parking spot, would you be using it?
Yeah.
See? And any reasonable person.
Your life vector has converged with renegade factors and Zeta-6 was a waste of computational resources and one perfectly good.
So I'm assuming you started the call on the guy devil, presumably? Or were other people already like trying to fucking get on his ass about it?
Fucking snipers.
Dude, where the fuck are the batteries at?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. This guy's a fucking menace.
You know, I didn't know
See,
that.
this is what Devil sent me.
Hang on, I'm in the middle of a fight right now, but I'll look at it as soon as I can.
Let the guy out.
The original poster did. I saw it and was like, "Oh, that's a fucking car." Because we see it around town all the time, and it's fucking disgusting, and it's like a fucking plague.
Okay. I'm gonna step in and bat here for a minute on this guy's behalf. At least when it comes to like the level of vitriol. The stickers are relatively small. They still shouldn't be there, but I wouldn't call him fucking disgusting. Well, I mean, at least from what I know of him right now, I wouldn't call him disgusting.
The vehicle itself, like when it drives by, it's covered in this shit, and you can see it from like 6 to 12 feet away on some of the stickers.
Wait, how big? Wait, these stickers don't look that big. Does he have the decals on his car too, where like you see the girls on it?
Yes.
Oh no! Is that what you said, Kyle?
No, he's got one on like the very back window, and you can absolutely see nipple.
Okay, yeah, I'm familiar with those. I'm familiar with those type of illustrations. Yeah, no, that's straight up lewd. You can't even argue against that. That's insane.
Yep. But yep, people are fucking trying to defend him and shit like that on it, and no.
What is there to defend? Like, she's wearing
They're
fucking
trying to argue,
pasties. Like,
they're trying to argue it's not lewd because they don't find it offensive. I'm like, that's not the definition. A quick Google search tells you that. I'm like, and if you need to, I was like, if your eyes are that bad that you can't see the definition, maybe look up images. Image results for the definition. Maybe that'll help you.
I'm sure if you look at the image results of fucking lewd, you see like half the shit that he's got on there, anyways. But no,
Or do a image search on the shit.
Once the girl has her fucking nipples popping out under her fucking clothes, yeah, there's no debate anymore. That is just lewd. Just you can't win this fight anymore.
Hey, he's got like so many reels of the fucking vehicle and such on the account. The video I sent Kyle, if he goes through that, you'll see like a lot of it.
Like, if that's the stance that like creates lewdness, do you guys go out of your way to like tell women who go around without bras, yo, go put on a bra?
I'm gonna tell you something right now.
I'm going to tell you this right now.
Those
are two different scenarios because one is a picture in a car, the other one is confronting someone and basically getting into a confrontational argument about something.
So I'm also gonna say something else too. I'm gonna keep it a straight buck with you. Most girls not wearing a bra don't have their fucking nipples sticking out like torpedoes from their fucking shirt.
Yeah, they didn't spend the last 5 minutes like spinning their things around their nipples so they're nice and hard and seeing through.
But to be clear, I've seen girls walking around with no bar or with no bras. But if they're wearing clothes, you don't fucking see the nipple like that. Because I don't know how to tell you this, Alice, which again, like I'm the last guy to be talking about how women work. But usually when the nipple's erect, it means arousal from the woman. Again, last person to be talking about this, I understand.
I mean, both of the people in the chat that have experience with women, or that have experience with women, we're not correcting you on it, so you're correct.
So, like, again, it's the intent. Like, if you have, so this is where again lewdness, like, there's a level of skin you can show where it's not lewd. Like, if you got girls on you, which I mean, again, I motherfucker.
What'd you do?
No, this fucking thank you. Okay, good, let's move. No, like, so if you got girls, like, in crop tops and short skirts in your car, but that's it, you don't see nipple, and you don't really see any breasts either, or any fucking panties, I could see that being, like, argued against being lewd. That's just quote-unquote being fashionable. But, like, nah, bro, she's fucking naked.
The level of like non-clothing and the fucking pasties and all that fucking shit, yeah, it's lewd.
Oh, of course it fucking is. I'm just saying that, like I want to make it clear, it's not just, hey, girls showing fucking a lot of skin, therefore it's lewd. It's, no, the girl's showing a lot of skin, and there's stuff drawn on top of that, or they're showing so much skin that, like, fucking, there's just no, again, she's not even wearing fucking clothes, and like, 3 of those girls ain't even wearing shit.
This actually gives you to come. Yeah, that's what I have an issue with. Then fuck that sticker.
You're gonna have to repeat what you said. We couldn't really hear it.
Oh, she said if sexy ninjutsu can cover more skin than the fucking car stickers, then that's an issue.
Yeah. Yeah. Valid point.
I love my
Valid
life.
point. Yeah, I guess congratulations for Leon's first birthday.
Yeah, it went great.
Let's do this. But yeah, no. No, yeah, you guys have every right to call that out. Granted, again, I don't necessarily like the idea of being on this side of the fence, but like he can't just lie to you people and gaslight you like that. That's wild.
Exactly. Like,
If you're going to insist having that shit on your car, at least own the mantle of being like a perverted menace.
then he's like, well, I'm not forcing anyone to look at my car. I'm like, that's a fucking dishonest take. Anyone that drives past your ass on the damn interstate or a road has to look at your damn vehicle to make sure we don't hit
You only put...
and
Okay,
pay attention.
I'll tell you how I know this is a lie. Because you only ever put decals on your car if you want people to fucking look at it. A decal is meant to draw the eye.
That is true.
Yeah, because it's seeking attention on it.
What the hell is shooting me?
It's advertising.
But yeah, he's got like 1 foot decals on the ass end of the car. So like on the rear bumper, it's like 1 foot decals like this.
I'll have to take a look after we're done. Why is no one else eradicating the fucking potholes? All right, thank you. I'll check it out. I'll check it out after, Devil. Also,
All right, you're good.
I get the panty and stocking fucking deck box from the fucking Mana Moon, so I might make another order. I'm gonna make an order for that one.
But yeah, Jasons, does this help with the understanding of it, like where we're coming from?
With what?
Oh, well, J-Sense isn't the one. J-Sense isn't the one being a little, devil advocate-y. That'd be Alice.
Oh, matter? Oh, okay. I don't see it then.
Wait, what is he talking about?
No, we're just talking about talking about some guy who's who like I guess
Vegan
works at the grocery store Devil and his family go to, and which to be
Oh,
clear,
everyone goes to this one. Like 80 to 90% of the town population go to this store.
it's because there are no other stores in your fucking place, Devil.
There's 2. We have a Kroger and a Walmart.
Oh,
Take
so
your
this
pick.
this is a Kroger employee then.
No. It's a Walmart one. The Kroger ones have a little bit more self-respect.
Sure they do, buddy. Sure they do. All right, let me take a look and see what
I worked there for a while. Yeah, they do.
Well, that was a good mission.
Yeah, went smoothly. No issues.
Very wholesome. Killing Tyranids.
Well, it's really more of just committing a genocide.
I mean, is it when democracy's at stake?
I really need to get Helldivers 2 working again because I do want to play Helldivers 2 again. I need to kill an indiscriminately large amount of a population.
Tyranids are an invasive species after all.
They are an invasive species. I agree. This isn't even really. This is pest control, really. At the end of the day, when you think about it.
Yeah.
I'm really.
Fit right in. You would fit right in the Israel capital.
Kyle, no. But yeah, no, fucking So, solid mission. Let's see what my levels are.
We're basically just exterminators.
Yep, we're really just doing what needs to be done for the good of the collective civilization, really, when you think about it. It's fucking fun. Alright, let's see this. 16. Alright. So, I guess a lot of people are upset with oh, actually, wait, that reminds me. So, Devil, now that we know Yuta's not top 4, do you think he's top 5?
I don't even know when to body. Because, like, it gets... what is it like? Sukuna's number one, then the new guy, or is it new guy number one?
Whoa, hold on now, man. That is not how the fucking stats go. If anything, it would be Gojo second, Deborah third, or Yuji third, and then Deborah fourth. Let's get that one straight. What the fuck? Throwing a fucking green skin up like that is insane.
The only
I'm gonna say something controversial.
What?
We don't have enough information about what Yuji can do later in life to put him above Deborah, so he's still below Gojo and Sukuna.
the only way to dethrone Gojo is to have an ability more bullshit than his fucking infinity power.
Look,
You don't even need that. His ability doesn't work off infinity. That's a mistranslation that people have been going with forever. It's invulnerability. It's theoretical infinity. It's just speed manipulation.
yes.
It's a worse version of the green baby from fucking part 6.
The translators translated it as infinity, so.
Yes, and when they actually got an official name for it, it's invulnerability.
The official name for Gojo's technique is invulnerability. It just doesn't roll off the tongue as well, so people just keep calling it infinity.
Anyways, has there been a character besides Sukuna who is able to counter Gojo's ability?
At that point, you'd be arguing that like anyone with the domain would have a chance and stuff like that. And Yuji does have a
Toji did it with
domain.
a time.
The thing is, though, is you'd have to prove Yuji's domain mastery is on the level of Gojo and or Sukuna, and I mean, you could argue it's possible. There's a chance he made a barrierless domain.
Let's be very clear here. You can argue it's possible. You can argue a lot of things are possible. You could argue that Yuta also got there, but you know what you don't have?
No.
Evidence. You'd be making an assumption.
No, you can't argue Yuta got there because Yuta's a fraud. Alright. Let's do an absolute mission because I need I need my levels. Is this guy still here with us or no? Oh, okay, that's kind of weird. Let's do another lethal then. Apparently this guy, I guess, is sticking around for some reason, so we'll do another lethal. Get this guy some levels.
Choose my hammer real quick. There we go. I'm going to make my Papa Vulcan proud.
Bro, the guy trying to defend it said, he means I'm crying about loot, things simply aren't there. If it's on a car driven and owned by the person, it's legal, no nudity, it's fine. He's claiming I just have a stick up my ass. It's nothing that the person's going to get arrested for, so just because I have a weak stomach...
It's not about being arrested. That's
my prerogative.
The problem. No, at this point, he's moving the goalpost because he's just like, well, it's not a hentai picture. You don't see pussy. It's like, that doesn't mean it's not lewd. It doesn't mean it's not inappropriate outside.
I think these people need to understand that, like, we use the term lewd because it's basically the step before you start going into pornography. And even then, like, that's still up for debate because people still argue High School DxD is like a lewd series.
That's their only argument on this whole thing.
Yeah, it's not an argument then. They can just go fuck themselves. It's still lewd.
He's completely wrong. He's completely wrong. His car is covered in softcore porn.
No, I think his car's covered in a little more than just softcore porn, but hopefully he cleans it well. Lax is the word. Cypher, are you suggesting my standards are lax when it comes to things like that? How dare you?
You ask him, how do you clean the car? Do you use Armor All? Nah, I use my own little concoction. Your car has flakes on it.
So when does the JJK sequel take place in? Since all the original casts are old now.
I think it's either 50 or I think it's
50,
50
isn't it?
years.
Or
I
70
think
years later?
it's like 50
It's
years
60 or
later.
70 years.
Is it 60 or
It's
70?
not 50.
Damn.
It's not 50 because that would make Yuta like 70. He was like in his 80s.
Well, we don't know how old Yuta was when he died. Oh, did you get kicked out, fucking, Jason? Or you joining late?
Yuta's a
joining late.
bum. Megami's a bum.
Wait, hold
I love how we see Todo, but we don't see Megami.
Because he's a bum, Zim.
It's
He
because
will
his
never
character.
amount to anything.
It's because his character sucks. It's the same reason why we don't see fucking Nobra. It's because she fucking sucks as a character.
What do you
No one
mean?
wants to see her.
Nobara's an important part of the story.
No, the fuck she's not. She was never
No,
important.
she's in Modelo, Kyle. Nobara's like actually in Modelo and does like shit in the Modelo.
Oh, so she does more than she ever did in the main series?
Well, so basically, she's the only guy who like can still hang out with Yuji and stuff, and like she's helping Yuji prepare humanity for after the sorcerers are gone.
Wait, why are the sorcerers going to be gone?
Wait, did you not see what happened at the end of Modelo?
They got rid of cursed energy.
Yeah, Yuji and the alien get rid of cursed energy from humanity.
Which
So
means,
they
okay,
humans
so Devil, you need to understand this.
This is the devil.
We know
This is
that
Alice.
aliens exist. We know aliens exist and they have cursed energy, and there's probably more than one species of alien. So what Yuji and the alien have done is basically gotten rid of the last thing humanity had that could actually stand up to these people. So if they get invaded again, they're fucked.
So no. So let me clarify this a little better. So basically, the way it worked was because only humanity's usage of cursed energy created the curses. They decided to retroactively make curses have a different cursed energy setup and remove cursed energy from humanity. So the aliens are the protectors now because the aliens can have cursed energy without creating curses.
Yeah, but that relies on the aliens wanting to protect you. If they just leave, you're kind of fucked.
They're not gonna leave. They had to move to the planet to survive. So they're
Well,
residents of Earth now.
Yes, but like, if they just choose not to,
You know what
and
this
just
sounds
protect
like?
themselves, they don't
You know what
have
this
to
sounds-
protect humanity. They could just protect themselves.
I've heard this story before. You know what this sounds like? This sounds like shit Transformers.
So
Yeah.
So that is true. So Yuji's plan, in case humanity ever needed cursed energy for whatever reason again, was two things. Number one, even though cursed energy is gone, heavenly restriction users are still going to exist like Toji. So the plan was to map out bloodlines where heavenly restriction users would exist and give them cursed weapons in case humanity ever needs to defend itself.
Yeah, but wouldn't everybody,
So-
all of humanity become...
in other words, sorry, you're specifically bred to be weapons. You don't have free agency.
Yes. No matter how hard people go back to it, it always goes back to eugenics.
Well, it begs a question. Wouldn't everybody on Earth just get heavenly restriction?
No.
Because they all had their cursed energy removed?
No, because so it was removed in a way to where they naturally wouldn't have it anymore. But people who are born with heavenly restrictions would still be born with it because the genetics would still be there. Either that or he made humanity so infinitesimally weak that they wouldn't matter with cursed energy. One or the other. I have to read the official translation when it happens.
So, and did all of humanity agree to this?
No. Well, why would humanity? Why would humanity's opinion matter? They can't fight for shit anyways.
So he just decided, yo, all you sorcerers who have your like Miguel's family and everybody else, y'all aren't involved with Japan, but I'm unilaterally gonna make a decision that's gonna strip all of you of your powers.
So actually, I think there was a reference as to whether or not it would only be sorcerers in Japan who lost it, but I don't remember. Because again, I read it when like the spoilers were coming out.
Yeah, but the problem is, from what the series has shown, sorcerers are only in Japan, and Miguel is the only exception.
No, Miguel's clan has cursed energy, but he's the only one who
Well,
had it recently. They sometimes get some form of cursed energy.
I have a question. Is
Sure.
Panda from JJK an actual panda, or is he a
No,
stuff?
he's a golem.
He's a
golem.
doll. He's effectively a stuffed doll.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a toy given life, essentially.
So they unilaterally just made the decision, yo, I'm going to strip any sorcerer. Look, I'm going to strip all the sorcerers of their powers. I'm going to strip humanity of any ability to fight against cursed spirits. And I'm going to hope to all heaven that I'm able to find all the heavenly restriction people. And there are enough of them born at any point in time when I need them.
Listen,
That
you're trying to inject logic. You're trying to inject logic into Gege's series when he's never used logic before.
Hold on. There is more information that should be made apparent before you guys hate Yuji's plan. Number two, they would stockpile cursed weapons so humanity can use it against curses and stuff. So, okay, so...
Yeah, but you're not as fast. But
number three,
you have that...
And number three, Yuji is going to turn himself into a curse. The same way Sukuna was, so people could eat his fingers in the future if they need cursed energy.
Okay, yeah, but that doesn't help if you don't know how to freaking use stuff. It still took you time to get good enough with it.
But wait, wouldn't that just cause the same situation as how the series fucking began? Because his power would just fucking attract cursed spirits?
No, because you can hide it. And we also don't know
No.
if, like, Sukuna... Well, no, because, like, yeah, Sukuna's last finger hasn't been causing problems in 70 fucking years. So you can obviously put it in
You
somewhere.
assume... You fucking assume Gege even remembered he had one finger still out there.
If Gege didn't remember, bro, I'm gonna keep it a buck. At that point, there's just no helping it.
Bro,
even if
did you see how many plot lines he fucking dropped? You fucking assumed that he cared enough to wrap that up.
Yeah, but it also assumes the position that, like, people are going to remember what Yuji's fingers do. Because remember, quite a few of Sukuna's fingers, people just forgot what they were.
Yeah, but they forgot what they were because fucking Sukuna was 1,000 years, and he had no proper setup for his fingers.
Yeah,
like,
and it was a great idea to keep one of the shrines of the fingers on school grounds of a regular school.
Well, that's what I'm getting at, is that, like, the thing about Sukuna's fingers is they weren't properly, like, kept in check. Whereas with Yuji's fingers, we would assume
that
Yuji's fingers are going
series
to be kept, like, in a fucking vault where it's always like, hey, eat this in case of emergency.
Or you could just say that, like, this series never fully planned out its shit, and it was always a shit show of a story from the beginning.
Oh.
But here's the problem. No, so here's the thing. Is Sukuna even truly dead if one of his fingers is still out there? Because if somebody eats that finger, that motherfucker could still come back.
Yes.
Wait,
yes, he could.
What if the main antagonist from the JJK sequel actually eat that finger?
Given that he has, like, next to no fucking willpower of his own because he's a massive pushover, Sukuna would probably just take him over.
Okay. But, like, the issue that, like, pops up, you have to assume that at any one time that you need heavenly restriction users, that one of them exists.
Yeah.
Because it's rare, even in for the bloodlines, where it does happen. So you have to hope to God you have a heavenly restriction user being born to that bloodline. You have to hope that you can get them strong enough, fast enough to take out the curse. You also have to hope none of the cursed glasses you have break in the meantime. Or they get lost, or they lose their power, or whatever. You are relying on...
Oh, thank you, 50, for the donation. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. Like, you're relying on a lot of luck.
I really gotta start showing out more. I need to start making some more content, more higher level content, so I can show more.
It's like, Yuji's plan also relies on, like, the people who he has overseeing things actually continues to believe curses exist?
Presumably you would just assume that the aliens would just fucking handle it since they're actually a relatively peaceful race. And
Yeah, but that also is
before
that,
you
like,
say there's no guarantee the aliens will stay peaceful,
no,
we would
not that. It's like that they like are plentiful enough to know when like curses are happening to go do that,
they can sense
but also
them.
that
They can sense them better than humans can. So again,
can they
by
sense them
getting
across
rid of
the entire planet?
sorcerers, or by getting rid of sorcerers, in theory, the only curses that will pop up will either be low in power or so small in number that even if a strong curse pops up, it shouldn't be a big deal to handle. In theory.
So where the fuck did the Bora go off to if they're all going to stay?
So Deborah was sent back to his home planet in order to prevent Yuta's granddaughter from dying. When Deborah got back to his home planet, he killed the chieftain and effectively assumed control of the planet. And then immediately gave it to the people because he doesn't know how to lead.
Okay, but I thought they were going to Earth because their planet was uninhabitable.
So, no. The reason they were going to Earth was because there's civil conflict between them. So basically, the people that kept getting enslaved and wiped out ran away, effectively. Because they didn't want to live under the rule of the other people.
And Deborah is their leader?
What?
And Deborah is their leader.
No. So, the original leader who caused that problem had Deborah's sister under a curse binding vow to where if Deborah did anything to him or disobeyed him, his sister would die. And so Deborah was effectively his tool. Deborah left with them because while he was gone, the curse couldn't affect his sister because obviously he wasn't there to disobey orders. But at the end of the story, Deborah gets an artifact from Earth that is able to break the curse on his sister, and then he kills the Elder. And then he goes back to Earth to bang this one sushi chick.
So wait,
So
there's
it's back
just
on
a
Earth right
random
now.
object that can break binding vows?
No, it's the black rope. It's the black rope that can deal with curse techniques in that Miguel had in JJK0.
So Zim, the question I have is, what's the point of all the other characters? Why not just make him the protagonist of the sequel series? Because his story sounds infinitely more...
He's a massive pushover. He has no will of his own. He is effectively... How do I say this in a way that makes sense? He will help other people, and he'll follow other people, but he has no will of his own to do anything for himself, for the most part.
This is a clear sign that
so he's
Sukuna is going to take over.
So he's basically
Deborah,
the protagonist in Final Fantasy 1.
He is very much a guy who, like, is so easygoing, is the way I'm going to call him, because I think that's fine. I'm just going to take it, Jason.
Okay, so then why did he get into a fight then?
Because the people around him wanted payback against humanity, and so they assigned him as their champion, and because he does what other people tell him... Why? Because of curses.
How's that their problem?
So, okay, this is why, so I'm going to explain. The Kalon is what the alien species is called. They're very similar in nature to curses and their cursed energy. So the Kalon are under the impression the curses on Earth are like their natural sacred animals. Every time a curse dies, they directly feel that pain in their body and in their mind. So when humanity started killing curses and... Well,
But you came to our planet.
It's also like... And it's also like these curses are actively hurting us.
Yes, and they didn't know the difference, and they didn't understand that because the curses wouldn't attack the Kalon; they would only attack the humans in those circumstances. But so you're right.
Yeah,
They
then
have
then
no,
deductive reasoning, if any of them were even slightly intelligent, would be like, oh,
some of them did understand, but the majority were kind of emotional about it because they could feel the pain directly. So it was very much the majority of
yeah, then
people
they're
are
stupid.
fucking idiots.
Yeah, then this is stupid. They're a stupid group of people. They're a stupid group of immigrants who came in and wanted their rules.
Oh, I'm sorry, Pimp Demon. Did you want me to actually read the direct comment instead of commenting on it? Oh yes, One Finger Sakuna. What a threat! Actually, hold on a minute. All joking aside, according to the new information about Maharaga, One Finger Sakuna might be a top tier in the verse. Because Sakuna wasn't entirely convinced Maharaga could beat him. He just said that there was a high chance he could have lost. I don't think he actually said that Maharaga would have beat him at the school. I'm sorry, Pimp Demon, no. I do apologize for that. But so going back to Deborah, yeah, they have Deborah. So they kind of have to accommodate the foreigners because the foreigners have a guy who could one-shot their entire civilization.
Oh. So the only reason Earth has to deal with the invaders is because Yuji wasn't willing to do his job and kick the invaders off the planet.
Well, to be clear, for the most part, it was fine at the start. They were literally just fucking... Bruh. Sorry, Demon. Forgive me. I'll make it up to you. I'll make it up to you later on. But no, again, they weren't like invaders at the start. They were literally just asylum seekers seeking refugee, and it was fine. Like, everything was going fine until the people realized, hey, they're killing curse spirits, and curse spirits are like our fucking secret pets. So we don't want you to do that anymore.
And then they should be able to put two and two together, and then you fucking assimilate or get off the planet.
Yeah, but they can't really do that. So that was actually suggested. The idea was, why don't you guys just leave? And basically, the way the alien said it is like, there's no guarantee we'll be able to find another planet in time before we die off, so we have to stay here.
Fucking boo-hoo, assimilate. Boo-hoo, assimilate.
You know, I hear that. But, fight Deborah or shut the fuck. And that's basically what happened.
Okay, so they're not passive.
No,
they're not passive
they're not passive at all. That's a lie.
So let me clarify so the way it makes more sense. They are a warrior species, but they're a lot more accommodating and understanding. Again, it was a religious holy thing that caused them to get into this.
No, clearly fucking not, because if they were understanding, then they would be able to put two and two together that humans are being attacked by curses. That's why the humans kill the curses.
Also, to clarify as well, because again, like, there's context that I'm not including, not out of, like, choice, but because, like, you don't know the full events. The main reason the Deborah fight happened was at the boiling point of arguments between humanity and the aliens over the curses and protecting humanity. One of the humans guns down the aliens' representative. And that's ultimately what the calls for blood.
I mean, as he should.
There wasn't any violence at that point. Like, they were trying to keep it neutral, but one guy was a little too quick on the trigger.
Okay.
Yes. But if you're being a gigantic pain in the ass when it comes to like these curse spirits are hunting us down and we're having an actual argument whether or not we can kill them, you'd rather what? They run roughshod over humanity? No, fuck you. You're hostile.
Well, yeah, so then that's what ends up happening, and humanity doesn't have a weapon that can fight Deborah because, you know, Yuji's being a fucking douche.
So here's the thing.
We do have a weapon that can fight
the aliens are either
Deborah,
hostile or they're neutrally hostilicious toward people.
The aliens did not inherently start any violence, is what I'm getting at.
That does not matter. It's the fact that they want to defend the cursed spirits, which also means that they would also see the cursed spirits as above humanity, which means that they would have no issue with cursed spirits killing people. So they would see the cursed spirits as above them, which means they would also see themselves as above people.
For the majority of the people, yes, probably. That is fair.
Yes. Yeah, then they're not asylum seekers. They're fucking quiet conquerors.
No, they are asylum seekers. The situation got out
They're
of control
quite
because no
conquerors.
one knew about the curse situation until it like popped up. Like, so they were at the
Zim,
start asylum
Zim,
seekers.
Zim. A quiet conqueror is somebody who isn't hostile, but you're doing things to establish you are basically better, and you're separating rules with segregation.
Yeah, because now you've
They're
created a
silent
situation
conquerors.
where the only people who can fight cursed spirits are literally the aliens.
And the ones with the heavenly restriction. Don't
Yeah,
forget that.
Okay, so how does this work? If they're only against fighting cursed spirits, what's stopping them from going back on their word and being like, okay, none of you have fucking cursed energy, we're just not going to kill the spirits now?
Because as part of the mutilation of both species, they are no longer connected to cursed spirits. Because the alien was like, we need to give them a reason to not cause problems. So while we're going to take away your cursed energy to prevent curses from popping up, we're going to make them different from our like our people, so that way our people don't get confused with them being our holy animals.
Okay, yes, but now you've created a situation where if the aliens want to take over, the only way you can fight back against them is with cursed energy, which you don't have anymore.
No,
because only a few people can have
regular guns can kill them. Like they don't have special bodies or anything. They don't even have like all that. Their techniques even aren't all that great. Only like the main three. What?
They sound really weak.
So you have to understand the people in
This
the
sounds
current generation are
This sounds
weak
really
as shit.
shoddily done.
Again, is the conflict done very well? No, because especially because I think it's supposed to be a pro-immigration story, but they don't really do a good job of showing that, unless it's supposed to be anti-immigration, because they did a good job showing
this is a great
anti-immigration sentiment.
Zim. This is something that you could show somebody who hates immigration and be like, this is exactly why we don't like it.
No, and there's a perfectly valid, and like that's perfectly valid. That's why I'm saying like I don't know what the purpose of the story was, because because I know there's a political message somewhere in here, but it can't be the one I think is supposed to be there because he did such a poor job of showing it.
It's also like, why did you get rid of everybody? Like, if you had the ability to just like remove everybody's cursed energy, why the fuck didn't you guys do this like 60 years ago?
Because they didn't. What? No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm full health, Jason. We're good. So the way it worked is one of the alien representatives controls law and order effectively. So he effectively placed an order on the planet by using Mahito's curse technique and expanding it outwards, the same way Kenjaku was going to. That Kenjaku won is basically what I should get at.
So the moral of the story is Kenjaku was right, and he should have had his plan go to full effect.
No. So not Kenjaku specifically. What was his name before he became Kenjaku? Gato was right, effectively, is what the story basically admits.
But you literally had to do this by having an alien literally rape all of humanity's souls by reaching in and ripping out their own cursed energy.
No.
Against their will.
So essentially, as well, if Gojo was still alive, he would also be very against this.
Well, let me clarify something else, because hang on, shit.
If Gojo did what he planned to do, if he actually had the nuts to take over the fucking council like he should have, because nobody would have been able to stop him, he would be massively against this. And if he rose people up who would be able to stop this, they would also be massively against this.
Well, I should add one extra caveat in here. It's not that cursed spirit's gone from cursed energy's gone from humanity. Just no one in the future will be born with cursed spirit. The current sorcerers still exist, and they still have cursed energy. Just everyone after. It's basically like I call it more akin to a baptism. Basically, all souls going forward are going to be baptized in a way that they just won't have cursed energy anymore, or at least a high output to be a sorcerer.
No. It's what they do to fucking like mosquitoes, where you basically this generation still has the ability that it wants to suck your blood.
Hang on, Cypher.
But then you genetically altered
the
offspring later on that they just won't do it.
do you need cursed energy when some people with heavenly restriction can be freaking superhuman? Well, that was Yuji's idea, but the problem is that like heavenly restriction is supposed to be rare. So that's where Yuji's problem comes in, is like, what are you supposed to do in order to make that birth rate go up? Well, I guess eugenics, because it sounds like Yuji's going to try and practice eugenics and pair them together so they have a higher chance of producing a fucking...
Yeah, but the only way you do that is if you force them to have sex with each other. They don't have.
Okay,
They don't get to have a choice.
Okay, but what's the, so from what Zim has told me is that the aliens are starting to bang humans. Doesn't that just put cursed energy back into the humans?
Yeah, because they wouldn't be completely human
because
anymore.
at the current moment, the only alien who has done that, or at least was interested in that, was Deborah. So we don't know about if the other aliens find humans attractive, etc. Well, actually, I take it back. One of the brothers also seems to be romantically involved with Yuda's granddaughter, so I would assume that's also another situation there. Yeah.
So there's a
But now
situation
they're living
where like Yuji made this plan, but then given enough time, the species is going to intermingle, so they create a new species that's going to have cursed energy again, which means Yuji's plan fucking didn't work.
Hang on.
Yeah, because the dude.
Yes, because you took cursed energy away from the humans. You didn't take it away from the aliens as well, which means the alien side of the family would still give them the fucking power. It might not be as strong, but they would still have cursed energy.
Hang on.
Because that's how genetics works.
Yeah, and they might still have the human trait of creating cursed spirits.
No, presumably they wouldn't, but...
Well, no. So it came about because you ripped the human's ability to do that.
No. Because you are assuming that a hybrid would not just gain the benefits of the aliens to not create cursed spirits. You're assuming worst case scenario.
I'm assuming you're getting the benefits and the negatives.
No. Because it would just cancel out at that point. There just wouldn't be cursed spirits. Because one prevents it, one creates it. You would assume they cancel out. Because that's how genetics would work. But, no, going back to it. It's not technically Yuji's plan. It's the aliens' plan for peace, but Yuji agrees with it and allows it to happen.
That's not better. It's not even humanity's plan. It's the fucking aliens.
Yeah, but Yuji has to help him do it, and Yuji's like, you know what? Humanity sucks.
In what way would
Yuji's canonically a fucking idiot.
In what way were these peaceful people when it's just like, we're just going to make an arbitrary rule that all of humanity has to follow? There's just going to be no fucking discussion.
Yeah, because like they basically sterilized all of humanity to never have superpowers again.
No. They didn't. One guy did.
It doesn't matter. They knew it.
Who's a fucking dumbass?
You had a canonical dumbass decide.
Yuji's been alive for 50 years. I think he knows what he's doing.
No, there are old dumb fucks.
Kyle could be around for another 50 years, and he's probably as technologically illiterate as he is. He might be.
This is the equivalent of me convincing Ed from Ed, Edd and Eddy to go through and get rid of powers for everyone. I'll do that.
Wait, this is the back of the guy's fucking car? Yeah, no.
This is terrible.
No, this guy has no room to fucking talk. No, that's insane. Now, where was I? All this made me realize Bakugan having an organization of humans taking over the dimension, which is the world of Bakugan, makes more sense than JJK. No, like the idea in JJK makes sense. The question ultimately is, do you believe Yuji allowing that to happen was the right or wrong decision? But this is where Yuji fucking sucks as a character.
Didn't have the right.
Because Yuji, no, he has absolutely the right. Who's gonna fucking stop him?
Just because no one can stop you doesn't give you the right.
Yes, it does. In a world where might determines everything, because that's how JJK works, the strongest have the right to do whatever the fuck they want. So yes, if Yuji decides this is the best course of action, it is his right to make that decision.
And then if the rest of humanity decides we're going to kill all the aliens?
They can fucking try. They fucking the whole reason this happened is because they were all shitting bricks because Deborah just looked at them and they're like, "Fuck."
Okay, yeah, and that assumes Deborah will always be around. They just have to wait. He's gonna die eventually, and after that, who's gonna be?
We actually don't know what his lifespan would be, but even then, it wouldn't matter because by the time Deborah would die, humanity would already be coexisting with the aliens.
You mean slaves?
No, not slaves. That's silly.
Well, yeah, because they don't have a choice now. If
Yeah,
cursed
'cause
spirits show up,
you're trying to defend the story choice, but what you've proven by telling us this is the aliens see themselves as superior, even if they think of that quietly. They see curses as above humans because they don't care about curses killing humans, just humans not killing curses. So they already see themselves and cursed spirits above humanity. They're literally just one step away from.
They
No.
did. No. They did. It's an important distinction.
Shut up. They're one smart alien away from having a Fraser be like, why the fuck are we even like trying to coexist with them?
Yeah,
So
like, what happens?
the issue here specifically is after Deborah, they're not strong. Like they're not weak. At least their top tiers aren't weak. But one heavily restricted fighter would fucking murk them.
Well, yes, but the issue is you don't have anybody who could train a heavily restricted fighter.
You also assume that they're going to
stop Jeremy Mustache Man for some time. Go on.
You're also assuming that the heavily restricted person is going to train that restriction.
And then they get found enough to train.
You don't train the restriction. You just train the martial arts, and if you're heavily restricted, you're just basically fucking Superman to them. Pink Demon, to clarify, I did state in JJK, I did not state in real life. I am not giving an opinion on Might is Right in real life. I am stating strictly in JJK for now.
Yeah. But like, heavenly restriction requires you to know, like, not so much know you have it, but it's for you to be found out and for you to put in the effort for it and learn the martial arts. But if you don't have anybody to teach you that shit or get you cursed items,
if Maki and Toji got raised in like normal families, at worst, they'd probably go into the be like on the Olympic team because they're like slightly stronger than normal people, but they would never have any reason to believe that they're these super strong warriors.
That's entirely fair. That's entirely fair. But well, actually, we don't know how big of a difference the heavily restriction makes with training or without.
Yeah. It's the environment that makes the warriors. You can be as strong as you want, but if they're not going to train or have anyone to train the heavily restricted people into being weapons of humanity, then it doesn't matter if they're strong.
So the issue
they're not going to be able to do it.
Well, no, because we don't know how much of the heavily restriction buff is via training, or like, hey, I'm heavily restricted. Am I just superhuman by default?
Yes, but
you don't have the mindset too.
Where you either have to have dedicated people who are going to train these people, but if there's no reason to train these people, then you're just going to have a bunch of genetically strong people with no training behind them. So even if they got into a conflict with the aliens again, I'm going to assume the aliens are going to fucking win because they have powers.
I don't think you understand how big of a difference Toji was to 99% of the sorcerers.
Yes, but
and he was also a master martial artist.
And he was also had the mindset, Zim. The problem is, just because you have heavenly restriction doesn't mean you have the mindset of a warrior, which is what you need.
Dude, it would not be an unfair assumption or an unfair comparison to say that like most heavily restricted people to a sorcerer is like Homelander to an average civilian.
Yes, but it's
you don't know that. The problem is you don't know that because we've only seen two people like this, which is Toji and Maki based off, and both of these people were raised to be highly effective warriors.
Yes, but they stat stomp normal sorcerers by an insane fucking
Yes.
degree.
And it's not just stat stomping. They also showed skill because they had to train in skill.
You don't need all that skill when you can walk up to someone while they're in slow motion and snap their fucking head with one
Zim,
fucking
you
hit.
can literally fight. Zim, you can have somebody be as strong as you want, but if you're skillful enough that they could never touch you, yeah, you can have all the strength in the world. It's not going to matter.
This isn't a discussion of fucking physicals. Unless your name is Satori fucking
No.
Gojo, Sakuna, Deborah, or
You're
fucking
putting
Yuji.
you're putting way too much benefit of the doubt into the might aspect and not into the skill aspect. Because again, when we ever see Toji and Maki fight people, they don't win by running up to them like Saitama and one-shotting them. They win by strategizing and using martial arts.
You completely forgot. I see the fight against fucking what's fuck? You just told me his name too. Give me a second. You truly forgot Gato's fight. If it wasn't for the fact that Gato had that one simple domain sorcerer or curse, that fight would have been literally just him walking up to Gato, slicing a couple things, and then killing him. Like, don't get me wrong, I understand your guys' position that like the training matters.
You mean how he snuck up to him?
To Gato. Are you fucking blind?
Yes.
He fucking snipes the girl in a sneak attack and then fights him head on, and it's the easiest fucking fight for him because nothing in Gato's arsenal. Where is it?
Gojo and Gato are both racked and
Exactly.
shocked at what happened. They are not in their right mindset either. He
Gato
used that
literally
opportunity
fought him
also.
with his strongest fucking abilities and curses, was fully aware of it, and just got... J-Sans, why?
They're also semi-tired, Zim, because they spent the last 3 days.
No. See. To clarify, I never said anything about Gojo. I specifically said Gato, because you're right. Gojo is weakened. You're right. He did have to sneak Gojo with a lot of techniques and tools. Not the case for Gato, who's still stronger 89% of the fucking sorcerers in the series.
I made the fight manga accurate. Yes, the fuck he did. He used environmental advantage as much as he could as well.
Against Gato. When he shoots the guy, grabs his fucking...
Read the fight. Don't watch the fight. Read the fucking fight.
Alright, let me reread the fight then, because apparently you're saying he was sneaked, so let me double check this. Hidden inventory is what? Chapter like fucking...
They're also like he was given information on both of them and their capabilities.
He has
knew
no
exactly
idea
what to do.
what curses he has at his disposal. All he knows is that he can eat curses.
Yes, he knows he can eat curses and use them as weapons.
Hang on. Yeah, but that doesn't fucking matter if you don't know what curses he has. That information is pointless. Hang on. Where the fuck is the boss at? I have to load this up. Give me a second.
Regardless of that,
So wait, why are we
physical ability?
I tried to quick match it to get faster, to get more XP, but for some reason it went to the same mission. If you want, we can just back out and pick a different mission.
All right.
What's like, even if you had the physical ability, you don't have the mindset. Like Maki and Toto, or like what Toji, they were trained to kill from a young age. They were trained from basically as soon as they could walk. You will kill bitches. This is what you will do your entire life.
You are to train in martial arts every day as well.
Like, you are to train in martial arts every day, and you are to kill things. You are put in the mindset of a killer from birth, basically.
Aren't Zenin also known as... correct me if I'm wrong, aren't the Zenin also supposed to be, like, the assassins of the royal families?
Pretty much.
Yeah, so every member of that family is a highly elite fucking, like, warrior and assassin.
Yeah, if you're put in the combat groups, then yeah. Like,
This is the equivalent of trying to argue that, like, no one in the Zoldyck family are, like, competent because they don't scale to, like, the grandfather. When they're all highly trained assassins.
Yeah, it's like, the thing is, it's like, it doesn't matter if you're a heavenly restriction user. Do you have the mindset that can kill people? And do it easily and quickly? Like, do you have the capabilities of a sociopath?
Yeah,
or
no,
being a
Kyle,
cult.
you're fucking Kyle, you're fucking wrong. Holy shit, yeah, no, fucking get off your fucking hay horse here. Literally, so this is what happens in the manga. Gato shows up, kills the girl in a sneak attack, talks to fucking Gato for an extended period of time, tells him he killed the maid, Gato sends his cursed spirits after him, and he kills them right in
Yes,
front of him. There's no
but
sleep.
you know what you're not taking into consideration? The emotional distress as well of having somebody he actually cared about and actually like grew to like die in front of him. He used that to his advantage as well. This is not a calm-minded Gato.
There was nothing he could have done otherwise.
It doesn't matter. He's in emotional distress.
The point I'm getting at is the physicals Toji had are so superior, it
No,
wouldn't have mattered what Gato's mindset was.
Yeah, but this is the problem. Is that we also know, one, training does help, because Maki got strong enough to be on the level of Toji, because when the Dagon fight happened, she wasn't anywhere near as strong as he was. So we know training does help.
The
Secondly,
Dagon fight is before she awakened even once. Because you have to remember that Maki had a twin, and because she had a twin in JJK, she was limited in her ability because for some reason souls are counted as equal if they're twins and the same. They don't really explain the Maki shit all that well, but basically, the reason Maki's not that strong in the Dagon fight is because Maki's twin is still alive.
Wait, why are we on that?
Once Maki's twin dies, she becomes she becomes comparable to Toji. It's not until after the sumo training, which that's not even really training. I forgot what that actually did. It wasn't like actual physical training. It was more like a mental thing, but it wasn't like a proper mindset. It was more so that I think she was still limited in her belief of what she could do because she overcomplicated things still. What are you doing, Jason?
We're on absolute.
Hang on. Let me reject the mission. Let's change to lethal then. Gato was fucking 16 and was still the second strongest person at jujitsu, in the jujitsu world.
Yes, but the issue is if you find a random like heavenly restriction user, they're not going to be growing up in a family to kill things like Maki and Toji. They're not going to be like that. They're going to be a regular person.
Then you would just fucking train them in martial arts.
No. I know what Zim is picturing. I know what Zim is picturing. Zim is picturing fucking Homelander or Titan.
Because that's literally what they are in reference to 99% of the fucking enemies. Yeah. I don't know how to fucking tell you guys this, but Toji and Maki literally stand head and tails above everyone but the strongest.
Yes. Zim, we're not arguing that they are not going to be that physically superior. The problem is the mindset. They're not a warrior.
And the skill set.
Random person.
And the only reason that mindset would matter is if they fight something that can actually fight back. But 99% of the things can't fight back.
No. Can they kill things?
Yeah.
Can they do it freely? No. Maki and Toji can.
No. Because you are under the assumption that these people are going to treat the curses as something alive. No, they're not.
Not the curses. Like fucking bug. The aliens.
Again, you are assuming a bad faith position where the aliens will just be evil randomly out of nowhere, and I don't think that is ever shown in the series, so we would not assume that'd be the case.
They are a warrior species that have already shown that they see themselves as silently apart. I have no reason to give them. I have no reason to give them the benefit of the doubt, and neither should you.
The only fucking reason they were like that was for religious purposes, and that doesn't exist anymore.
And that means that they already see themselves as superior to them as well, and both emotionally and spiritually.
Tried negotiating back and forth, and humanity broke the contract they were negotiating. But sure, pop off, I guess.
Like,
Zim, humanity doesn't have to fucking bargain with them. They're the fucking refugees.
Again.
Like, I don't have to bargain with shit.
Wait, what do you mean they don't have a bargaining chip? They're the only ones who had a bargaining chip.
No, they don't. No, they don't have to bargain. The aliens are the fucking refugees. You either assimilate or fuck off.
Yes. And for the most part, they did, except for one issue. And that issue
good. Then assimilate. Good. Then assimilate and use some brain cells. The curses are killing humanity. Humanity kills the curses because
every
they're
time
killing.
humanity killed a curse, it hurt them. This wasn't just a simple case
Then
where they could just
tough
fucking ignore
shit.
it.
That's not our problem. That's not humanity's problem. Leave our planet. You don't like it, leave. You came here, you can leave.
And yet, during negotiations where the aliens were mostly peaceful,
No,
because they were, humanity's the one that caused the
stop trying to be on the
violence.
side of the fucking aliens. The aliens are in the wrong. 100%. And then they run roughshod over the entirety of humanity by stripping their souls of future cursed energy. No, the aliens are completely in the wrong.
No. Well, no.
Yes,
no,
they
no,
are.
No, because humanity was getting weaker to begin with. There weren't even that many strong people to begin with. They
Doesn't
weren't even able to
matter.
deal with their own curses.
It doesn't matter. It wasn't their choice to make.
You're right, it was Yuji's, and he made it.
No. No, because humanity made the decision to fight.
No,
the
Zim is
aliens.
being Zim knows he's fucking wrong on this.
I'm not
He's just being
wrong here,
standoffish.
because in order for your guys' position to be valid, you have to assume bad faith in everything. Now, granted, is it going to be smooth sailing?
Why do the aliens come to Earth? Why do they come to Earth in the first place?
To escape their fucking persecution over there, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Good. If we let you into the planet, be grateful, assimilate, but you're killing cursed spirits, then fucking leave if you don't like it, because we have to kill them. Assimilate or go away.
Well, how are they being persecuted, Zim? What was happening?
Basically enslaved by another people.
And if they didn't allow themselves to be enslaved, what would happen?
They would sort of die. It's not that simple, because they actually do like a champion system where they have champions fight each other.
Okay, and what happened to the champion if they died? They died, right?
Yeah.
So that's why they chose the Bora.
Oh,
Because,
so
no. So this is even worse. They chose the Bora because then they just brought their rules from their planet to another planet, and they're just like, well, this is how we do it on our planet. Now you must do it too.
So
champions.
To clarify,
No, fuck you. No, fuck you. They are a savage alien race. No, fuck you. No, fuck you. No. They are not peaceful. They are not peaceful. They are a savage alien race that sell things.
That is objectively fucking wrong. They're fucking not.
No. From what you told us. No. From what you just told us, these people settle their differences. Yes, through trial of combat. So they've brought their rules from another planet here, and they're just like, you know what? This is how we do it on our planet. This is how we're doing it here. You must choose a champion now, or otherwise we're going to run roughshod over your fucking planet. What they've just done is declared
because
it does not matter. It does not matter. It does not matter. It does not matter. You don't get to bring your rules from another planet.
If you can't see the fucking problem with killing a good faith ambassador, then what the fuck are you supposed to be fucking arguing for?
Zim, but the problem is that species has already shown itself to already have multiple independent.
Before that point, there were no problems whatsoever. Humanity broke the treaty they agreed to, and then shot the fucking ambassador.
Why did they even have a treaty to begin with? You're fucking refugees. Assimilate.
Well, my point obviously the refugees weren't just going to let themselves be pushed around when they had a gun like fucking Deborah on standby. They weren't going to let themselves be pushed around again.
What do you mean pushed around? Was humanity actively enslaving them, or was this a situation of like we don't like it?
You're talking about a group of people who came from effectively, well, we'll say enslavement, but let's just say persecution, and want to make sure you don't get persecuted again with reasonable rules. Again, the curse spirit issue doesn't happen until
What I was trying to point out is that the aliens already came from a civilization where there were already bad actors, that they've already shown their people can already do bad. They just came from slavery. And so, like, why would I assume any of their people couldn't do the same exact thing they just ran away from?
So while that is a fair position to have, it's a bad faith interpretation since the people who left weren't the ones doing that.
I know you. I've known you for over 10 years. If this was to happen right here, right now, you would be so against them being here. You'd be on our side.
No. no. My issue at the end of the fucking day is that fucking would I want them here? Probably not. You're absolutely fucking right. However, I'm not going to sit here and pretend this is a case of they did everything fucking wrong when most of the shit that went wrong in negotiations was because humanity fucked shit up.
But the problem is, humanity doesn't fucking negotiate with them. This is our planet.
You're right.
Assimilate.
You're right. Humanity doesn't have to negotiate with them. Good luck fighting the fucking nuclear bomb that they have walking around. Have fun with that one, buddy.
That's the problem. Is that they come from a species where if they don't get their own way, they choose a champion to fight for their people.
More than willing
Yes,
to negotiate.
you're not they're a fucking warrior race that do things barbarically by
don't
choosing
do
a champion
things
to fight
barbarically.
for
They
right.
set up negotiations. They had actual fucking diplomats. They had actual conversations.
Yes, and if they never reached a conclusion, the ending was still going to be the same.
They literally accepted compromises. They accepted humanity's position. Literally, the only issue that caused the problem went hop.
It would not matter. It would not matter. It would have gotten to a point where if they didn't get their own way, or if they wanted something done badly enough, they would have dropped diplomacy and they would have said,
No, that's not true because they already would have done it. Because they would have done it already during the negotiations.
No, because we know this. Because fucking ancient kingdoms used to do this too.
Yes, and I'm telling you, the characters in the story, by your logic, would have already done it at the first sign of trouble. But they didn't. They sat down, they worked shit out, they negotiated. They're not fucking barbarians.
They fucking are, and they shouldn't get a choice. You assimilate into the country's rules on the planet.
You're right. That is how proper asylum seeking and immigration should go. I completely agree with you. But that also comes from a position of people who have no strength to change anything. The aliens, for better or for worse, had strength.
Yes, but the issue
and they're dangerous.
The issue I'm pointing out is that they've already shown that there are members of their species that will enslave other people, and they're not even a generation removed from it. That is literally their generation.
They're not trying to enslave anybody. Bro,
Zim, that's not the point I'm making. I'm making the point that the same point Kyle made, that a future generation just has to get the idea, brother, we massively outpower these people. We can just take over and enslave them.
And that's not unreasonable. Humanity has done that all the time, and these people have shown that same mentality.
So are we also forgetting that at the end of the series, since Yuji is back, he would be there to stop that shit for at least 500 years?
He already decided not to
survive.
He already decided not to already. He already sided with them first. I wouldn't trust them with anything. The fact that
he's planning on turning himself into a curse, which means he's planning on doing
after he can no longer fucking move around because he's gonna end up like fucking what's his
face? And again, 500 years is not a long time.
500 years is literally long enough for people to change the way they live and how they fucking perceive things. What the fuck you want about?
It's not that long. People are still trying to conquer each other now.
In the grand scheme of things, tell me how similar you are to the Australians 500 years ago.
There weren't Australians 500 years ago.
Okay, so 300 years ago. When did Australia start out?
Like 17 something, I think.
Okay. Let's say 300 years for just for simplicity's sake. You are nothing like the people who came before you, both culturally, mentally.
Yes, but Zim, this is the problem. You're looking at this as an individual basis. The problem is humanity has not evolved. We are the same conquering species we have been for thousands of years.
Hey, hang on.
We're doing it now. You're doing it in Iran now.
Literally only in Iran because they closed it off or whatever. Point of the matter is that we are still far different from where we were in the fucking past. Do some things change? No. Do we still have a little bit of bloodlust? Sure. Still a warmongering?
Sure.
We're just now sneaky about it.
Zim, on an individual basis, you have gangs that will literally go to war with other gangs.
Yes.
Humanity is inherently evil. These
aliens are being very pessimistic about aliens' morality. They are.
These aliens have been shown to be violent. It takes one.
Okay.
It takes one of these aliens.
The aliens were peaceful, except in terms.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter.
He's talking about the species as a whole.
Doesn't fucking matter. Literally only
does.
start violent acts because humanity literally shoots down their ambassador. But alright, pop off, Kings. Where's the second console? No, fuck out of here. This fucking... Hang on, I gotta stop that callback.
No. It does matter. Because
Got it.
again, what's stopping one of them once Yuji goes? Let's say that he's the only thing stopping them. It takes one of the smart ones to be like, we are more powerful. We are already a conquering race of warriors.
They wouldn't
Why
be that,
not just
they
take over?
wouldn't even be comparable to what the fucking refugees were in 500 years.
There are people nowadays. We are so far removed from conqueror culture, and there are still people nowadays who still want to take shit over.
Yes, there are still people, but then how do you argue against other aliens just telling them, no, fuck off, or no, we're gonna stop you? Or again, the heavily restricted guy who's gonna just fucking murk them.
You accumulate. Okay, so you've already shown that this is a species of might makes right. It takes one of them to be might.
No.
And
That is
then
my
they'll make it
position with how JJK presents itself. The species, again, was more than willing to accept lesser conditions, more than willing to accept humanity's terms, and only changed the problem because of the cursed spirits. Because they were unaware of that when it started.
And the problem is, of course they're going to accept it. You don't have a fucking choice. Unless you're going to go to
Okay, I'm not trying to be rude here, but when you say they don't have a choice, they literally are the only ones who can enforce their will because society doesn't have fucking Yuji doing his fucking job.
Exactly, and that's the problem.
So the aliens, if they were bad faith arguers, could have just done whatever they wanted.
Yes, here's the problem. If these people had somebody like this in their back pocket all along, I'm never going to trust them.
So literally they had the power and the ability to conquer you immediately with no issues. They chose not to. They choose to accept your terms. And
they don't get
and they're violent. No, fuck out of here. Fucking ridiculous. It's stupid. It's a stupid position.
They don't get a choice to accept. You assimilate to where you live.
Okay, Kyle. I need you to understand this for a minute. When the aliens showed up, there was no force the sorcerers could muster that would stop them from being conquered and killed. The aliens knew they had a stronger hand, and they still chose to accept humanity's terms and conditions. They're not the barbarians you claim they are, because if they were, they would have just murked everybody in chapter fucking 1.
Well, no, because
who's stopping them?
Couldn't humanity come?
At the speed of
are the aliens just
from blowing them
no. So are the aliens just immune to any other kind of weapons, like biological weapons or anything like that?
We would assume no biological weapons would work since they have different physiology. But also,
they can procreate with humans
in the way that makes sense. When the aliens showed up, the rest of the world was like, "That's Japan's problem. That's not our problem." So they wouldn't have stepped in to help. That's why no other military shows up in Modelo. They literally tell Japan, "You're on your own."
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
They don't want to make an enemy of a hostile or a maybe hostile alien race.
Yes, and you all know what? The aliens demonstrate at the start to not be hostile. The only reason issues occurred was because of the cursed spirits, and that problem was solved.
Here's the thing, I'm not peaceful if I can always dangle this atomic bomb over your head. I'm not fucking peaceful coming to talks with you and being like, yeah, sure, I'll accept that, because that doesn't really affect our people.
Again, so you understand that humanity couldn't enforce the terms, right? Like, you understand that any terms humanity put out was unenforceable at that point, and ultimately was unenforceable by the end of the story, too.
You understand that there's also such a thing as, like, diplomatically agreeing to shit because you don't want to start trouble straight away.
Again, it doesn't mean there is no trouble, because if they were the conquering fucking warmongers you say you are,
you sweet summer child.
With the greatest
you sweet summer child. You sweet summer child. I would love to live in your world.
No,
so many cities you still be standing.
What part of they have all the fucking cards when they showed up? and still chose to actually try and coexist? Do you not understand? Literally, whole
Oh,
chapters
no, I
dedicated
understand
to
that.
learning Earth
No,
culture
I
and
understand that.
coexisting.
No, I understand that. But the problem is, they're still dangling this weapon over humanity's heads. So if they actually wanted to enforce something, what's humanity going to do? Because if they say no to something, no. If they wanted something so badly, and humanity said no, okay, fight our champion.
Oh, you mean like with the cursed spirits? But what did they do, Kyle? They negotiated with humanity to come to a resolution.
Because they're fucking dumb.
Oh, not
they're not
because they're
acting like
fucking
humans
actually
would.
willing to coexist peacefully. No, they're
No.
just dumb.
If they were willing to coexist peacefully, they would have understood why curses are being killed and have not complained.
They did. So they had a
No, they
conversation with
didn't.
humanity
No, they
to
didn't.
limit curses being killed.
No, they didn't. From what you said, they kicked up a stink, and then they said, "No, we have to negotiate this." No, the fuck we don't.
Literally were upset that their holy people were dying instead of calling in the guy who could kill them all.
No, you know what the problem? No. You know what the problem with this is? Zim is looking at this like if this was like Christian problem.
No, I'm
You can't
not.
have this discussion with a religious person.
I'm looking at this from the perspective of one side has all the power to kill the other, and instead of using that power to get what they want, they
That's not benevolence.
deliberately show.
No, they don't.
That's not fucking
They
benevolent.
don't actually have all the numbers to kill the others.
Yes, they
like,
do.
If,
yes, they do. Deborah,
okay, so
at that point in the story would be uncontested and kill everybody on Japan, and they would just take Japan.
Yes, and can he stop all the other bombs that the rest of the world would throw at them?
The rest of the world wouldn't get involved. The rest of the world flat out just said
no.
it's your problem.
No. You think the rest of the world's not going to get involved when the aliens start just slaughtering people?
Yeah, because they already stepped in to not get involved when they were told about the situation. And keep in mind, they have nuclear bombs necessary to kill the alien ship in space. But apparently they just decided, nah, fuck it, it's Japan's problem.
Then that's just Gege not acting like those aren't humans.
No.
Those are legitimately not
always
humans.
sucked with geopolitical shit in his fucking manga. Like, remember humanity
That's not
took
how humans operate. Yeah, that is not how humans operate.
You're right. It is not how governments operate in real life. It is unrealistic as fuck, but it is the nature of the JJK world, and we would be operating within the logic presented within the JJK world. So yeah, no, the aliens have every opportunity to kill everybody. Because Yuji, again, for whatever fucking reason,
so basically,
just won't fucking do
what
shit.
you're gonna say is when the aliens just start slaughtering all of humanity, they're just gonna sit back and not fire a single
because they're not gonna
weapon.
slaughter all of humanity. They would just kill all the Japanese because the Japanese are the only ones killing curses. Because the Japanese are the only ones who deal with curses for some fucking reason.
And Miguel's people.
Yes and no, because I don't think there's curses in Africa. Again, it's just the Japanese who have this problem. For some fucking reason, Gege never bothers to explain why the Japanese create curses.
So why did they have to remove all the cursed energy from all of humanity? Why not just the Japanese?
It's entirely possible they could have just done all the Japanese, and the translation I read was wrong. But you wouldn't have to remove from all of humanity to begin with, because 99% of humanity doesn't, whatever the population of Japan is. No, it's still 99%, because most Japanese don't have cursed energy, like, in great numbers. Yeah, most people don't get affected by it regardless. They're already living that condition.
So why'd you have to rape the future generations of humanity?
To prevent curses from showing up, because humanity can't even really deal with that.
Yes, but you don't have to do it. You would just have to do it to anybody who has, like, high levels of cursed energy.
Well, wait. This is an idea that came up from an alien. Stop these people from killing. Smart little fucker. They are silent.
It's to stop them from killing each other. But the issue is that Yuji basically agreed humanity is getting weaker. So curses are going to become a problem that they can't handle. Because apparently Gojo should have done a better job fucking training the students to not be fucking bums.
That just means that Yuji's incompetent. And he doesn't know how to train people.
That means the entire generation that came up was fucking incompetent, because that means that they didn't teach or seek out kids with cursed energy to teach them.
They did.
That means the entire generation was fucking worthless.
No.
Yeah, that's not. Oh, everybody's getting weaker. That's literally your teachers are dog shit.
Bro,
Because Cursed
bro,
gets strong.
what's a grade 2 sorcerer gonna do against fucking Jogo? Give me the answer there, bro. No, curses were constantly becoming stronger and stronger. It was gonna reach a point.
That's a special grade.
Those were the ones that were popping up. What, you think they're worried about the guy in the fucking supermarket?
Well, you have Yuji for 500 years. Figure something out.
Dude, if humanity's
To make
trash,
humanity stronger.
if humanity's trash, humanity's just trash. Well, you can't fix bad product.
Like, what's the reason humanity's getting weaker?
I think they just passively just got weaker as time went on because, like, there just wasn't...
But why?
Well, okay, so it's also worth noting that the reason the sorcerers were so strong in JJK proper was because Gojo existed. Because remember, Gojo's birth made everyone stronger. Now Jay sends us down. Give me a second.
Was it everyone, or was it just cursed spirits?
Everyone in the world got stronger in response to Gojo's life. Damn it! Jogo by himself with full 99% of sorcerers? Yeah, no. There was a serious problem going on there, and they had to solve it. Now, granted, was it the best solution? Probably not.
Well, was it really a problem when you literally had Yuji who could just, apparently, just kill things left and right?
Or, you know, be a head teacher. Even if you're done with dog shit, be a combat teacher. That's all you seem to be good for.
He did teach the intermediate generation. There's a heavily implication he taught one of the girls in who's in charge of like
One of
the
How about the entire class?
not class, but she's in charge of like she's like on the board of the Jujutsu sorcerers. So there is at least
No. What I'm saying is, hey Yuji, not the. I like that you chose one student. Now, choose 19 more.
well, he only has no shit.
Let's the ball rolling.
Hang on. Can we go back? No, we're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to turn this around. Fucking hell. Fucking hate this mission.
You know what's really funny is that if Gojo was to see what became of Yuji, he'd think that Yuji's the biggest fucking loser.
Oh, he'd be hell disappointed in Yuji, 100%. Jogo by himself a full 99% of sorcerers? Yeah, because curses were becoming more and more powerful. Also partially because of Gojo's fault. But to be fair, you know, Gojo didn't expect to fucking die.
Yeah, but how did that continue after Gojo disappeared? Because after he died, humanity got weaker. Therefore, the curses should have gotten weaker. There's no reason the curses
I'm
keep
just
getting
gonna
stronger.
assume they're not affected by the drop-off because they reincarnate. That's what I'm gonna assume. But you know what? That's a great question. I'm sure when Gege ever decides to answer anything in a series, maybe he'll answer that one. For all the shit I tried to defend Gege for, Kyle's not wrong when he says Gege doesn't explain shit. Like, the world building in that series is very surface level. Because even the nature of curses doesn't even really make sense either. Alright. No, fuck. Look, I'm just saying, it's fine. You're assuming too much bad faith. I'm sure it'll work out unless Gege makes another fucking sequel series where the aliens took over humanity. Can we get another turn, please? Another turn? He has wallets of text to explain someone's abilities, but don't do the same for the world building. Yeah, which is what actually needed the explanation, yes. Hang on. Did he turn it? Did he turn it? He turned it? He did. Daily reminder, the guy who tells the rest of the world made Japan deal with extraterrestrials stuff is a human trafficker. Could you clarify what you mean by that, Pimp Demon? Because I don't know if that's supposed to be like a social, political statement, or if you mean like in JJK, the like guy who tells them, "Hey, deal with that shit," is like an actual human trafficker that I just forgot about.
So why didn't they just decide, yo, let's just make the world a better place for everybody, and therefore people have less reasons to be negative?
Because it doesn't work that way.
But
He's an actual trafficker. Ah, I see.
cursed energy is literally just negative emotions.
Yeah,
If
but
people
even
have less of those,
even people who can't even use cursed energy still create curses. Like you're never going to be able to get rid of cursed energy to such a massive degree normally that they wouldn't create curses.
actually, why does JJK exist in the way it does nowadays? Because if negative emotions in fear created curses, then humanity hundreds of years ago, if not thousands of years ago, would have been so goddamn afraid of everything and so much fear and negative energy just from humans being humans back then that they
Isn't
would
that
have
the
just been
entire
overrun.
isn't that the entire point why the previous generation was stronger than the ones in the current age during the Culling Games?
Yes, it's more than likely as humanity became safer, curses became less
Yeah,
common.
but how
so-
did they get safer? How did they
Actually,
get
that's-
safe in the first place?
What do you
Why would
mean?
curses be getting stronger if humanity is losing negative energy?
Well, so as far as we
Curses
know, there wasn't a
in
big issue with curses until Gojo's birth, presumably, because we're never told anything prior to Gojo's birth there was a problem.
story during Modelo.
Oh, okay. Could you clarify that again then?
If cursed spirits get stronger in response to negative emotions and they're created by strong negative emotions, if humanity is losing those negative emotions, shouldn't cursed spirits in response be getting weaker?
Yes,
So
they should.
you're saying they lose the negative emotions, but for what reason would they be losing the negative emotions?
Well, because people have less, like,
Because
people are
they-
less afraid of
they-
forests. People are less afraid of volcanoes. People are less afraid of a lot of freaking things that, like, by default, the curses that represent those things would be weaker because there's not a lot of fear for those things anymore.
Well, we don't know
And-
like how I can't exactly fear scale humanity, you know. So like I mean like take so I can't really explain that one.
So from what we know, and what's proven, when humans were in the greatest of strife, that's when the strongest cursed spirits were around. Which means the more peaceful humanity is, the
The
more
less.
weaker cursed spirits should be. They should probably still exist, but
So to be
and should be like
fair, we don't know for sure if that's how it works. We assume that's
yeah,
how
but
it works because
that's
that would make logical sense with the world building.
yeah, but that's what makes logical sense. Otherwise, it wouldn't make sense that curses are getting stronger in response to humanity being more passive. That doesn't make any
As
sense.
long as stress exists, there will always be negative emotions. But I feel like people forget to mention that not every negative emotion is inherently bad. Despair, for example, helps you letting go. Yeah, but that'll still create a curse. That'll still create a cursed spirit. So, fuck you for creating another cursed spirit. Um, so the issue with our only point of reference is an era that isn't normal because we
Or
don't.
should we just like do the literal thing and be like, Gege's a shit writer. He didn't think that far ahead.
No. He didn't think that far ahead, to be sure. Now, granted, again, I do believe there's a lot of bad faith interpretations here, but a better writer would have solved these problems or presented a more nuanced take. Because I think it is supposed to be nuanced about wiping out the cursed energy, but like no one pushes back on the guy's plan all that much. They just tell him, "Hey, listen, man, it's not going to be me doing it, so you do you." It's kind of like Thanos in Infinity War, where like what?
You Windows screensaver. You Windows screensaver. You agree with me, right? Die. Yes.
Well, it's kind of like what happened in like fucking Infinity War with Thanos, where like Thanos proposes genocide throughout the movie, but no one ever tries to fight him. on the idea of that being like wrong. They only ever try and stop him because it's genocide, but no one ever tries to challenge him to create an argument or a discussion
Hey,
as to
no,
right or
no.
No,
wrong.
no, no,
In
no.
what
So,
if
no,
they
so
do?
the problem, the problem with Thanos is that nobody makes the logical argument to stay the win instead of halving the population, where eventually you're still going to have the same problem after several generations. You just create more resources.
Well, that's the point I'm getting at, is where like no one ever challenges Thanos on his idea in the main. Because again, what if they do, but they don't actually challenge the idea? They just have Black Panther reason with him off screen, and then Thanos will just chill all of a sudden. Which, to be as fair as possible, we know Thanos' plan worked. So like, I'm not gonna sit here and fucking say that like.
No, no, no. The thing with Thanos' plan is that it does work
It works.
just for a time, but then they'll get to a time where it will stop working because the population will bounce back.
Yeah.
Yes,
Because people.
but again, so this goes back
there's
to the
an
idea that no
actual
one really
biological
challenges him on his idea, and this goes back to Modelo, where it's like the plan is, hey, let's get rid of cursed energy, and the only guy who can talk to him about it for the most part is fucking Yuji.
Like to go back to the Thanos thing. What a lot of people who hate Thanos' plan from like a story perspective don't seem to understand is that like his plan works temporarily. It's a good temporary plan, just not a good practical plan that works forever.
There's also the idea that if you have the population of all life at that point, by the time life would ever get back to the same level, the universe would probably already be finished, is like one argument you could make.
So the thing is, it's an actual like documented thing, even on Earth. When there's a massive die-off in the human population, or any population for that matter, what happens is the leftover people, they fuck.
A lot.
They fuck a lot.
In fact,
you
that's
are
what happened
back to your
in World War
population
II.
numbers within like 2 or 3 generations at most.
Correct me if I'm wrong, isn't that exactly what happened after World War II because we lost like 25% of humanity?
Yes. Yep. It happened during the Black Death. It happened like almost every like massive die-off for humanity, or just like regular populations of things. What happens?
No.
Yeah, is that you go right back and
know what you're saying, but you continue. Sorry, I'm reading something.
yeah. So like Thanos killed half of all life in the universe. The problem is, let's say everybody finds a companion and they fuck. Well, the thing is, you're going to be right back to the numbers you were before in about 100 to 200 years.
Well, this is the problem too, is that because of the population loss, the government will probably tell you, keep making children, don't stop at one.
Yeah. And people will do it. They will incentivize it. They'll give you like all these benefits and whatever not. Granted, that's if your government still exists after this. But like, let's allow for like certain things to happen so that this situation happens. The population of the entire universe would be right back to normal within about 100 years.
So, the issue specifically with that one is that Thanos has checked on the planets he wiped out over the course of his life, and that never happened. So, obviously, in real life, that would happen. But again, we have to argue this from the position of the information we're given, and according to Marvel, that plan would work, which is really weird.
Which doesn't
I didn't pick
make
up
sense
that.
because, like, after he does it, he just goes off to a planet in the middle of nowhere and farms. That doesn't solve the problem. People are still propagating.
No. Okay, let's try an absolute mission. Let's try an absolute mission so I can try and get my final XP, J-Sans.
But the planets that he goes back to, how many years has he given that planet before he checks back on it?
I want to say roughly 20-something years.
That's not good enough. That's not a good measurement.
So the issue is that you're talking about someone who's way smarter than us. So, like, in character, that would be enough time for him to determine the situation.
Or he's very optimistic, because he has to be.
No. He is way smarter. He was a scientist. He predicted the destruction of his own planet. Most of his calculations are solid and on point, because, again, the story never tries to refute his position as being inherently wrong, just that the idea of genocide is inherently bad. So, by the logic of the world we're presented, Thanos would be right to do what he's doing, in the sense that it shouldn't fuck up the way we would obviously assume it would in real life because we have real life examples to work with.
Yeah, but the problem is you deleted half of all life to like you could have all resources to the end of the universe. The problem it is let's say it's that has the same lifespan as our universe. We have about a few trillion years, a few dozen trillion years to end of the universe. You think the population isn't going to massively expand by that point?
So what his position specifically was the universe's resources are finite, and that we have to cull the population to prevent the universe's resources from disappearing. Not all planets would have been hit by that point. So again, from our perspective, with our real world knowledge, that planet's fucking stupid. But the story never actually explains where his plan's wrong. And the only time they reference him changing his mind is off screen in Black Panther's fucking Star or Guardians of the Galaxy thing, which would have been a great episode or a great scene to actually have Black Panther explain a better plan. But, you know, fuck me, I guess. No, again, from a real world perspective, you guys are absolutely right. But the problem is that the story we are operating within has proven you guys wrong by its existence.
Well,
because they don't actually fucking
the thing
tell
is,
you.
We know like certain things are wrong. Like we even know Doctor Strange is wrong by that. Like there was one universe, like one thread that solved everything. Because we see is as in Multiverse of Madness, as bad as the film is, when they go over to the Illuminati's world, they could have just gotten the Book of the Vishanti and killed or used the Darkhold and beat Thanos.
Yes. But a few things on the table here on this one. Doctor Strange doesn't say there's only one way to beat Thanos. What Doctor Strange says is I saw 14 million blah 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 timelines, and there was only one way I saw to win. This is a misconception that people have. They assume he says there's only one way to win, but what he sees and says is that he only saw one way to win of the 14 billion attempts he saw, which they were on a bit of a time crunch there. And presumably we would assume that there are some restrictions on the futures he saw, because otherwise you're right. Why not just use Darkhold and just kill Thanos? And again, this is also assuming all the other times Thanos loses, where clearly there's a different way to beat him. It's just that very clearly Doctor Strange just never saw those because either they weren't like in the parameters to look at, or he just got really unlucky on the 14 million timelines he saw.
Well, no, because he said I picked one, and he picked the one where Star-Lord fucks up.
Yes, because of all the futures he saw, that was the only one that leads to them winning. So he just didn't see the other options for how they could win. Or with the resources at hand, that was the only way to win.
Yeah, but that also relies on a very particular rat ending up in a very particular car, landing on a very particular keyboard.
Yes, but again, he saw that happen, so he knew it was going to happen anyways. Is it bullshit?
No, because the Time Stone can't see past your own death. We get specifically told this in Doctor Strange.
Yes.
The Ancient One can see everything, but you can't see past your own death with the stone. Which means when Strange was using it, he couldn't see past that.
However, Doctor Strange doesn't stay dead. So do the rules of the stone apply if he's going to come back anyways? And we don't know the answer to that because, again, Marvel doesn't really explain their world all that well. But to be fair,
but he only gets brought back if they get the stones.
What? Yes.
Yeah, but he only gets brought back if they
in the future that he's watching, that happens. And actually, we know he sees the future because when Iron Man's about to die, Doctor Strange flashes the one in front of him, which means Doctor Strange would see events in Endgame because he comes back presumably. But again, they don't explain it because they don't explain shit in Endgame.
Then wouldn't that mean that he only saw one timeline where he came back?
Well, no, there's also the issue where
We would assume he saw himself come back multiple times, presumably, or he just saw himself die 14 million fucking times. And then the one where he came back and won is the one where he set the action in motion. Presumably. But again,
Yeah,
we're
but the
not.
problem is the stones can't. Like, can the time stone just see into alternate timelines?
Well, yes, it can, because we see Doctor Strange do it.
No. I'm not talking about that can come from an event. I'm saying when the Avengers use the quantum things, the pin particles, they're not going in their own timeline. They're going to a different timeline in a different universe to grab this shit.
That's not true. Because if I remember, the sacred timeline exists at that point.
Okay.
So from what I remember of how the Hulk explained it, is that I think he literally says we're not going back in time, we're going to like different places to grab the stone,
Yes,
use them
yes.
back.
But he's wrong.
You're going. Yes, so they are all wrong because
No.
none of the fucking time travel
No,
makes sense.
Okay. Hang on. I'm being gangbanged. Give me a second.
You don't get to say that during a gangbang.
You're right. No, under normal circumstances I wouldn't, but I'm quite experienced. I'm kidding.
Zim, you don't get to say that when you're being made into an Eiffel Tower.
It probably was a snapshot to branch time onto the universe. So again, because the way it works is prior to the events of Endgame, or prior to the events of not Endgame, Loki. There is the sacred timeline. See, the way Hulk thinks it works before the Ancient One explains it is Hulk is under the impression that when you go back in time, you can't change it to change the present. But what
By
he
Hulk, you mean
doesn't understand...
Bruce Banner.
What?
By Hulk, you mean Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
It's not just Banner, it's Tony as well. Banner, Tony, and all the other smart people
Tony's
all believe
inverse
it.
loop directly takes you back in the same timeline. Like, even on his diagram, that's how it works. And to be clear, we know why it doesn't change the future. It's because when you change the past, it creates a branched timeline. So that's why the present doesn't get affected by the past. But that's not... You're not going to a separate universe in the past. You're going to your past. Any changes you make would create a separate universe after that point.
Is that why Tony
said they tell Loki he's not supposed to happen. But the problem is it's the Avengers following the sacred timeline that specifically creates that Loki. He can't be a variant, like a wrong variant, because he has to happen. He has to exist because the Avengers have to do that.
The sacred timeline is not set in stone the way we see it. It continuously is expanding forward.
So is this the reason why Tony says like don't try and change things, because he doesn't want a different timeline where he doesn't have a family?
No, because you don't change things. No,
Tony doesn't want to change anything more than they need to because he doesn't want to fuck with time. Because he doesn't know how time works. They are working on the assumption of how it works. They do not know for sure, and Tony doesn't want to risk losing the family he has.
And then you find out, oh yeah, when you're doing your time traveling things, it doesn't affect your timeline.
But by the time they figure that out, which is the Hulk doesn't really... Actually, no, Hulk does tell them, but he doesn't tell them specifically why they have to. He just tells them, we gotta take the stones back at some point.
They're also really dumb about how they use the thing, the pin particles, but like, we'll not get into that. Time travel doesn't make sense in the MCU.
Well, it makes sense. It's just not a very good time travel fucking rule set, because at that point, again, there's no restriction to going back in time at any point, because you can literally just... Like, a good example of this is Wanda is so upset that her brother's gone and she has no family. Yeah, she could literally just go back and get her brother and nothing would change.
Yeah, she could, couldn't she? She could just like steal him from the fight because Quicksilver adds nothing. Getting Quicksilver from that fight adds nothing because he didn't contribute to that fight.
Well, no, because it wouldn't matter because the universe where Quicksilver's not there would just not be your universe. So why would you care?
Well, see, the problem is the TVA would come and kill you. Never forget, there is no free will in the MCU.
Yes, but thanks to a movie we know called Deadpool, we know the TVA can't really stop half the people who could go against it in their universe. Or do
Which-
you need me? Do you need me to send you the intro to Deadpool?
No. The thing is, they can just activate those. See, they don't have to fight you. They can just prune your timeline
Yes,
by literally
but
just dropping one of those bombs.
yes, but it's not that simple, or at least it wasn't that simple. And they also deliberately didn't want to do it because it fucked with the sacred timeline at that point.
Yes,
a
but they
reminder
were
that only Doctor
capable.
Doom is capable of making a machine that takes him back to the actual timeline and alter it in the past. Oh, I'm sure if you knew how the rules of time travel work, you could probably make a device that would prevent the timeline from splitting.
So, in the comics, they make it abundantly clear all other forms of time travel involve going to alternate timelines. You do not actually travel in the main timeline. Only Doctor Doom has created the one method, and is the only method that exists, to directly travel in your timeline to change events.
Oh, damn it, Jason.
Don't worry. Don't worry. We're gonna have Doctor Doom Tony. He'll figure it out.
Well, I mean, if you go with the leaks they've already revealed, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he figures it out. Since apparently he's also got a lot of characters
You know what?
backing him.
People are shitty that he's back for Doctor Doom. I reckon he'll fucking succeed.
Yeah, of course he will, because he's a good fucking actor.
Well, he's gonna succeed, but the film's not gonna make back its money.
It will. I think it will.
You think it's gonna make over $1.5 billion? Bare minimum?
To be honest, yeah. They've never.
So this is the thing. Between box office, that's not including merchandise that will come from it.
Yeah.
Yes, I am just saying in box office alone.
In
That's what
box
it has to
office
make.
alone, they might not make it all back, but I'm gonna be honest. There's a chance they might. There is. This is the biggest MCU movie that brings back a lot of the fan favorite actors, brings back the X-Men and everything, gives you the fan favorite requested villain, Doctor Doom, and he looks good. He doesn't look like trash.
Is this movie is this Secret Wars or is this the Spider-Man one?
It's Doomsday, not Spider-Man. Doomsday. And fuck you.
When are those coming out? Are those coming out this year or next year?
I don't know when Doomsday's coming out, but I know Spider-Man comes out later this year.
I stopped hearing about.
I bet you that movie will. I bet you that movie
I'm
will
going to bed
fucking rule.
night. Take care, Pimp Demon. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it.
I stopped
getting-
hearing about the MCU after Endgame.
As you should.
Are we getting
We're
Tobey
getting both
Maguire
this year?
Spider-Man back?
So yeah, about that, the X-Men from Fox are apparently going to invade and destroy his universe.
Yeah, so apparently, according to leaks, the X-Men kill Tobey Maguire's universe. Now, to be clear, they don't confirm they kill Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, but I guess we're going to see his universe die. So either we're going to see the villains fighting or something.
Nah, this is where he needs to break out and put some sand in their eye.
I mean, to be perfectly fair, if Spider-Man fought all of the X-Men at once, I would assume he'd lose that fight, just like on principle. Because there's only one Spider-Man. This is going to help him in his universe.
Actually, if you're going off of
What this
so,
him?
if you're going off of scaling,
Sandman would still be alive. Sandman could help him.
No, because remember, all the people lost their powers at the end of No Way Home. So
No,
there is
Marco's
no
still
one who
kept
can
his.
help him at that point.
Marco's still stand.
No, he's not. The reason he had that power was because his molecules were mixed in with the sand and weren't like completely bonded, from what I remember. In No Way Home, they bond the molecules. He can't go back to being sand. That's the whole point of No Way Home, is to remove their powers. Oh, I wonder if the plan was always to nerf them so you could explain away Tobey Maguire's universe just being killed super easily. I wonder if that was always part of the game plan.
It's going to be a situation of like, because of the powers taken away, his and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man's universes are going to die.
No, as far as we know, Andrew Garfield isn't referenced. It's mainly the Fox universes that are currently being referenced. What I want to know Doomsday in December? Okay. What I want to know is Channing Tatum playing Gambit again or not?
Please no.
Because I want him back for Gambit. That would be hilarious. Oh, I'm about to make a name for myself.
When are we getting that fucking Blade movie?
Never. Fuck you. Why the fuck do you want a fucking Blade movie? You had a good trilogy. Granted, the third one was kind of mid, but be satisfied with what you fucking have.
They promised us a Blade movie, and I
Yeah,
want
and
it.
apparently they've never been able to finish fucking making
Never
it.
gonna happen.
You know, what?
And I also and I also want that Blade game. Where is it?
Okay, bro, you can have one, and by that I mean you can have neither of them. Actually, now that I think about it, why is it so hard to make a fucking Blade movie? It's not like he's a complicated fucking character to do choreography for or anything, so what's the fucking problem? So who's ready for the Elsa Bloodstone movie to come out before Blade's movie?
It's not even that hard to freaking make a Blade movie. I don't understand these people.
No, like,
It
for
is
real.
the simplest thing in the world.
Wait,
for real, like, there's not an Elsa Bloodstone movie coming out. I'm just joking that, like, the woman gets her movie before Blade does. You know, since they do effectively the same thing.
That beast is not yet dead. Confirmed. We can hold this position, Lords.
So Doomsday's in December. The Loki variant in the Loki series is not supposed to be created. Yes, but again, it's not the MCU's fault. It's more so that time traveling always leads into problems like that, where it's like, if this ends up causing this, wouldn't that logically mean this already had to happen? So was this really, like, against the rules?
I'll be taking that, thank you.
Alright. That's why, like, time travel always gets weird on, like, what's supposed to happen. Like, if you go back in time and have your dad meet your mom to give birth to you, did you change the timeline, or were you always supposed to go back and make your parents hook up?
Easy there, Marty McFly.
Well, no, like, that raises a very good fucking question, because Back to the Future is one of the only time travel stories that actually fucking makes perfect fucking sense. Because, to be clear, going back in time is impossible for now, but, you know, so fucking scientists...
Oh, it makes sense. It makes sense until you get to the third movie. And then they just leave Doc stranded in the Midwest.
Oh no, bro, I let my fucking friend stay back so he could smash? Damn, what a monster I am.
He could have brought them back to the present.
Doc clearly was happier where he was at. And I don't blame him. Also, I'm pretty sure, like, he's in massive debt and everything in the future, so yeah, I would avoid coming back too. The IRS travels back in time to find Doc.
But you'd think leaving Doc in the past could speed up like industry revolution, right?
Well, this gets a little complicated because we find out at the end of the movie he creates another time machine. So presumably you would assume he doesn't stay in the past.
Yeah, but the problem is...
Oh my god, he's the original... Oh my fucking god, he's the original Rick.
I'm fairly confident if you look up Rick and Morty's, like, creator, they'll tell you that the inspiration was probably Doc fucking from Back to the Future.
Yeah, that's correct.
Hey, if you're going to steal an idea, you steal from the best.
Heavily inspired by Doctor Who and Doc Brown.
I mean, if you're going to steal from the best, right?
No, I mean, yeah, like, for sure. Like, I mean, it's a good archetype to fucking take from, and who doesn't like fucking Doc Brown?
Like, the best character in the entire trilogy.
I mean, that's not really saying much, though, when your competition is, Marty, let's make my problems everyone else's problems. A lot of Back to the Future could have been avoided if Marty just wasn't a total fucking banoche. That's why
I don't want to sleep with his mom.
I have no comment on what you said, so we're just gonna ignore that one. No, because like I remember because Marty had like a seriously massive character flaw where if you made fun of him or goaded him, he would always fall for the goading.
Oh yeah, speaking of Rick and Morty, did y'all know that the president is getting its own? He's getting his own spin-off show.
I don't know how I feel about that one, but I mean, the president was a solid character, so I guess we'll see how it goes. I mean, I don't really watch Rick and Morty. I just like seeing clips on it. I don't think I've ever watched like a full episode.
I have. It's not for me. It's the type of humor that feels very. How to put it? You know the people who enjoy it, and because they enjoy it, they think they're like sophisticatedly smart or shit like that.
Kyle, are you saying you don't have a high enough IQ to enjoy Rick and Morty?
Oh, dude, I tried watching it
To
because
be fair,
my
you
friends at
do
school
need to
liked
have
it.
a higher IQ to understand Rick and Morty.
No, it's not that. It's the fan base that think that it's the fan base who thinks that like if you enjoy it, you're just like high sophisticated comedy lover. Where it's like if you don't get it or if you just don't laugh, they think of like what you're just not smart enough to get it. It's like no fucker, I'm smart enough to get it. I just don't find it funny.
Actually. Alright, let's do this, boys.
I wish you could give items to your teammates or trade items in this game.
Yeah,
Not trade as in online, trade as in trade in the
yeah, I know what you're
swap.
saying. I mean, the game's gained a third year apparently of support, so that's kind of crazy. They confirmed year 3. So we'll probably get one more class before this game loses its fucking its support. Oh,
We're either again an apothecary or a librarian.
it'll probably be an apothecary. But anyways, yeah, no. So hang on, we got fucking oh, am I about to die? Am I about to die? Shit.
I'm gonna pop a banner before I die.
Jason, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Let me get some of that banner. Let me get some of that banner action.
No!
But yeah, no. All I know is that now people can actually make fucking JJK tiering videos and have it be somewhat accurate now that we fucking... can I just say, this is the fucking, like, 3rd time this fucking year I've been right about fucking power scaling shit. I fucking, like, every JJK fan I've talked to who, like, tried to scale fucking Deborah and fucking Maharaga off that Death Binding Vow, I was like, guys, we don't know what the Binding Vow does. Just wait and see what they say, because we have no reason to believe it did anything. And yeah, it didn't. Go figure. It's good. It feels so good being right when you don't make stupid ass fucking assumptions for no reason.
Wait, my assumption was always Gojo was top of the verse.
And that's not an assumption. That's just a fact. All right, I'm down. Good luck.
Oh, we did it. Let's go.
Alright, it only took like 2 months after the fucking guy came out, but I have finally maxed out the Tech Marine. Hang on.
Didn't even need to pop my my Guardian Relic for that.
You did not. Are you proud of yourself?
Yes, I'm very proud. But not as proud as the time I soloed that Hive Tyrant while you and Mangler were dead.
I see. I see.
You were saying something, Zim?
No, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's go here. Oh, apparently G1 blog did Doctor Strange versus Rimu.
Which
Who's
Doctor
Remo?
Strange?
Remu.
Sorry, I guess it's a character from Toho, and I guess now we're arguing for Outer Toho, I guess.
The fuck?
Against which Doctor Strange?
Just Doctor Strange in general, so I guess Doctor Strange lost. Silence
Bro,
peasant.
what is
The outer scaling is
what-
speaking.
what
mean, are we doing death
is-
battle whereas we give Doctor
is-
Strange everything he's ever
Silence
had?
peasant.
what is G1 blog smoking?
I don't know. Apparently, there's a new lore book that helps him out.
What are they smoking over there?
Smoking that good shit. Okay.
We all know that only Marvel and DC are the only verses that gets outerversal.
That's the issue.
Well,
I see.
it's less of that, and it's just like Doctor Strange basically just like out of all characters in Marvel to pick magic user wise, why would you pick the one dude?
Never mind. Apparently, Doctor Strange did win.
Oh yeah!
Like, why would you pick the one dude who has like every hacks?
What the fuck was that sound?
My boy
Remu,
Dr.
I have
One.
come to bargain.
My goat, Doctor Strange won.
I see. Oh, did you guys hear about that stupid ass fucking that current that current like question online about the red or blue button?
No.
What red
What's
or
the
blue?
question?
Okay. So there are two buttons you can press.
Naturally.
If you press the red button, you will not die. If no, actually no. Let me actually read it correctly because I don't want to be like disingenuous here. Give me a second. Let me look up the red blue button question. Sorry. There we go. Okay, there are two buttons. Press blue. If more people press blue over 50% than red, no one dies. If you press red and more people pressed red, everyone who presses blue will die. So, okay.
Sure, everybody's hitting red, right?
No, apparently a lot of people are hitting blue, and a lot of people are arguing you should hit blue.
What was blue again?
Okay, if more people, if over 50% press blue, nobody dies. If over 50% press red, everyone who pressed blue dies.
Okay, so
Okay.
it's just who's more selfish and who's more altruistic.
Yes, and so the idea people are presenting is that they would rather press the blue button. And so first off, what button would you guys press, red or blue?
I need more context. Like, it's just
That's
I
the
press the red.
context.
I press the red button and people die. What reason? What am I doing this for?
So basically, the choice is put in front of you. You're in a closed room, and everyone has to vote on if they want to live or die. Basically, if you
And you don't get to see what they've hit.
if blue wins at the end, no one dies. But if
Okay,
red,
so then I'm gonna press red because if I don't, even if I lose, there's no consequence to me.
yes, and that is what most of the logical people say. But most other people are saying that if you press red and red wins, you would not want to live in a world where people are pressing red. And I'm like, I already live in that world, so what the fuck changed?
That's the world we live in. But it's also like, if half the world press blue and the other half press red and red wins, I hate to tell you this, not only did I pick the side where I'm absolutely not going to die, but now there's more resources for me. The logical choice is red.
Well,
Zim knew even before asking this. You knew I was going to say red and come to that conclusion, didn't you?
Of course I did, because I would have pressed red.
well, I really don't have beef with anyone, so why kill all the people that pressed red? So I'm just gonna press blue.
No. If you press red, all the people who press blue die. But if you press blue, no one dies. Here's the problem. If you're pressing blue, you are running a 50-50 gambit that people are nice enough to all go blue and not go red. If you choose red, there is no consequence. You don't die, and if you lose and blue wins, nothing happens. The only logical choice is red.
Yes, so the idea here is if you are an altruistic good person, you will press blue because you don't want anyone to die. But if everyone just pressed red, no one would die anyway because they would all live anyways. But because you're pressing red, you would be considered selfish and self-serving.
I don't agree. What I would say to that is I would trust the people who press red more because that means that they're capable of logical thinking instead of emotional thinking.
Well, that really comes down to if I press red and I kill someone,
you're not.
It has to be very specific of which person I want to kill.
So to be clear, it would be like a Thanos snap to the people who press blue. So you would not be actively going and gunning these people down. That's like the idea here. But so you're saying that by pressing red, you would inherently
You mean
feel
I
like you
can't?
are killing somebody.
You mean I can't do that scene from the Schindler's List where he's stretching with the sniper rifle?
You can't Schindler's List them, Kyle. I'm sorry.
But I don't know how many people.
Just
I think that's only a joke Zim gets because I think he's the only person who's actually seen that movie, so he knows exactly what scene I mean.
Have you guys not watched Schindler's List? Damn,
no.
I'm old. I'm an old man. But
no, even the boy in the striped pajamas. You laughed way too hard at that. Are we that old?
Bruh. Okay, but so Jason, so then your position is that you would feel like you'd be responsible for their death if you pressed red?
Well, yeah, because what if the people that were killed are innocent and are generally nice people?
Okay. No, that's a fair perspective to have. So you're of the position then that just by choosing not to aid them, you have led to their death. Okay, that's an interesting way of looking at it. Alice, you fucking psychopath.
That's an interesting. That's an interesting personal way to look at it. But I'll also look at it like, all these people who press blue, they're always going to pick emotion over logic, which means that can get us into trouble way quicker.
I'm not saying he's right or wrong in what he picked because
never mind. I'm just saying like what my thought process would be in this.
Yeah, because most people who are pressing the button are not thinking, I'm about to genocide half the planet. I'm sure they're not fucking Thanos salivating at the idea of getting that 51%. Alice, you psychopath.
But there's also the thing, it's just like, if everybody pressed blue, no one would die either.
Yes. So what button are you pressing, Alice?
I'm just pressing blue. No one dies at all.
I'm
It's
also
like
pressing
there's an
blue.
innate logic to it of just like, yeah, if everybody pressed red, no one would die. But you know what? It's the same as if everybody pressed blue.
Yeah, but here's the problem. Now you're running the game that more people press blue than red.
So
Okay, yes, but that's when you're getting into the
You
caring
are putting
about
a,
yourself
you are
and
now
not the
putting a
group.
lot. You are putting a lot of emotional and superficial faith in humans that they're not going to choose self-preservation, because logically pressing red, nothing's going to happen to you, and pressing blue, nothing happens to the red people.
So then
So you're putting a lot
your
of faith that there's
position.
more blue than red people.
So in your position, Alice, is just that like because if everyone voted blue, no one would die. You would just assume most people should vote blue, so that way no one dies regardless.
Yeah, like there's no benefit for hitting red.
Well, actually,
If everybody hit blue,
that's not true because red
That's not
guarantees
true.
a vote.
That's not true. I
no.
actually pointed
So
out a
the
really good
benefit for
benefit.
hitting red only comes about if everybody is innately a selfish. Like more people are innately selfish.
It's not
And only
selfish.
care about
It's
themselves.
logical.
Okay,
No. It's all because there's equal amounts of logic to just hit blue.
There's
The
no
same
logic
logic
to
you
hitting
use
blue.
to hit red.
You're running
No.
a suicide gambit.
So
It's only a suicide gambit if everybody decides to hit red instead.
Are you suggesting it is more logical to play with variables you cannot control rather than just accept what you can control? Is because I would disagree with that. Because
No.
with the red button, you have taken the only action you can take to ensure your own life. With the blue button,
Yes.
you have made a gamble that other
But guess
people
what?
are going to hit the blue button.
Okay, yes, but let's say you survive in the group of red people.
Yeah.
You know what you've now, the group of people you now survive with?
A bunch of people who
People
can
that if it
think.
ever came down
A
to
bunch
it,
of people who
no,
can think
if
logically.
it ever came, a bunch of people that if it ever came down to it, will logic their way into saying, you know what, I'm more valuable than you. You can die. All the time. They
So
will
just
always
humanity
find a
as it
reason to
already
throw you under
stands.
the bus.
So just humanity as it already stands.
Yes, but that's okay. So that's fair. That's a fair position.
I'd rather exist in a group.
I
of
already
people
exist
that
in that world.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it a straight buck. Then, like, you make that sound like it's a bad thing, but if I can be logically proven that my life holds no value for the collective good at that point, and humanity needs to survive,
Yeah,
I mean,
but
that's just
you're also relying on that you can make a better argument than the other people.
Yeah, but at that point again, so we're not discussing. So the possibility of
Again,
afterwards
if this happens again,
thinkers.
If this happens again, then it's going back to being. It's going back to a vote, which means now you're back to voting with or against, which means it's going to be logic that dictates who survives then, which means you're going to get to a point where people are going to logically weigh up the good and the bad, whereas blue, every time somebody presses blue, you're looking at things through an emotional angle. I can't trust people whose gut instinct is to go with their emotion and not with what's logical and going to actually ensure everyone's survival. Because that's dangerous. That's altruistically mega dangerous. Because that means that your morality and your emotions, you're putting yourself above the needs of others, which is also just as selfish, if not more.
All right, Jason, let's try some PvP.
Like, at least with the red one, if half the people die, I can at least justify that those people who died, their resources can now be divided among the people of the living.
Yeah, but you can justify anything, Kyle.
Yes, but I'd rather justify things with logic than justify things through emotion. Because justifying things through emotion gets us nowhere, and it has put humanity in positions that have, like, led it astray before.
Hang on, let's go to that PvP.
Yeah, but it's also led humanity to some of the greatest things it's ever done, as well as the worst things it's ever done.
More, if you were to
far.
weigh up everything humanity's ever done, emotion has caused more pain.
Oh, I look like a loser.
that has like solved anything. So you can say that it's led to good, but I can also point to a mountain of atrocities that emotion has left as well.
Not gonna lie.
I need to change the way I fucking look. Oh, I look like a. Oh, I look gross.
I look a little mid, but I'm also fine.
Shut it.
I feel that.
We got the Tech Marine fucking armor on. We're good. We're good. We're Gucci. We're Gucci. Oh, it's only fucking plasma for fucking Oh, it is. No, please no plasma. We'll see if we can get it. We'll see if we can get a match. But yeah, no. No, I was just curious. I was just curious what you guys were gonna say. To be honest, I was a little surprised that you guys would choose blue, but I mean, fair enough. I respect your reasonings. Did you read top? Not done yet. I'll finish it today.
This is going to take me a while for me to get back my own gear, so I'm just going to stay as is.
Well, so you understand that like there's no gear changes in PvP, right? You don't get better weapons or anything. You just get the base weapons and that's it.
No, I'm talking about my armor.
What?
Since it didn't save my armor from the PvE, so I need to get it all back. But that'll take me a while.
Does it not transfer over? That's fucking weird.
No, I don't see it.
All right, well, I mean, it's fine. We won't do this too often, so it's fine. All right, but yeah, no, I was just curious because I saw that button being a big discussion, so I was like, fucking, I'll just ask.
Yeah, I don't even get my color saved.
That's lame. All right, let's wait. I think we are getting a match. Let's go.
Yeah. If it says that I can kill specific people if I press the red button, then sure, I'll consider pressing the red button.
So you would be happier with the idea of knowing who dies and controlling who lives and dies?
I'm only going to kill the most rotten people.
This might speak more about me than it should, but like, if it's a bunch of nameless people, their lives don't matter to me. I don't know who they are. I'm not going to really feel bad.
But what if those people have
especially
families?
Because like I'm not the only fucker condemning them to death either.
What if those nameless people have families that care
No
for
one
them?
for any reason at all.
This is gonna sound really cruel. This is gonna sound really cruel. This is gonna sound really cruel because you said, "What if they have a family?" I don't fucking care. It's not my family.
You didn't even have to say anything. You literally just fucking threw yourself under that bus.
Damn.
That's great.
It's not my family. It's not my emotional investment. Why do I care?
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
I would see it with the same way as I see like a car crash. It's like, wow, that sucked. Oh well.
Oh,
yeah, but at least the car crash, it wasn't you that did it.
Well, you don't know that.
Oh, you fucking nut job.
Because again, it could have been actions that happened earlier in the day when I was going that could have led to that. But because of a multitude of other things, a lot of other people made the same decision, and that ended in that catastrophe.
So I got my PC to the tech shop to get it built, but his requests were kind of weird.
Like, maybe Zim can weigh in here, but am I in the wrong for having that thought?
No, because at the end of the day, most people genuinely don't care about people they don't know. Like, but of course, this goes back to the idea of do you think that's good or not? But again, it's more of an internal morality question. Because like a good example of this is like most people didn't care about Ukrainians, even with the war going on. They said they did, but they didn't really care.
You
They
mean,
didn't do anything to help
you
out.
mean with 3 wars that are going on around the planet and no one gives a fuck about them, about the families?
Why do I have this gay ass power axe? Beat his ass, Jason! Beat his ass!
He's a bulwark. He got a shield.
Let's be very clear here. Let's be very clear here. When it comes to those wars,
Good job!
Zim might disagree with me on this, but when it comes to these wars, you care more about what these wars are affecting than the people that they're affecting.
No, you are, because it's human nature to care about things that happen to you rather than things that happen to other people. Now, granted, we try our best, or I say we try, but some of us try our best to care about the situations other people are in as a result of the wars. But a lot of the people who say they do only provide lip service. They don't truly care enough to do anything. And then there are people who are just monsters who don't really care at all. I'll let you decide what camp certain people sit in. Wait.
Very, very telling of you, Zim.
What?
Very telling of you, Zim.
This game?
I'm sorry, what was that, Jason? Damn, we got a lot of people joining. What the fuck?
The traitors attack our terrain.
Fuck. Are we on the same team?
This is why I'm not quick to judge people, and I won't just call people bad people, because I'm not so fucking blind that I can't understand there's nuance to a lot of situations where you can have an opinion that may seem fucked up, but is not inherently bad. Because nothing's black and white in this world. That's why, like, I really don't like when fucking conversations devolve to like, oh, you're good and I'm good and you're bad. Because like, no, that doesn't fucking help anybody. It's not productive. You son of a bitch, turn with me first!
Oh no! Oh no!
No, I agree with you. That being to number 2, even though the war made by potentially politicians that humans should be doing something about? Yeah, of course. But again, this gets into the whole, like, fucking conspiracy theory shit as to whether or not you believe people even have any ability to make those changes. Damn. I'm getting cooked right now.
DK, team kill in this game?
You shouldn't be able to. Hey guys, maybe we should stop charging them head on. Never mind, keep charging them head on, it worked.
I love charging people head on.
Yeah, I bet you fucking do.
We lost the advantage. Reclaim it.
Those damn bulwarks!
Our training didn't prepare us for this. Yeah, no. I was just curious on that one because it was just a popular thing popping around. So I was just curious what the answers would be. I expected Kyle's answer because Kyle's answer falls more in line with my answer. But damn it, you guys a lot more altruistic than I expected though. So good on you guys.
Yeah, I'm not.
Look at you, good people. You disgusting. Fuck! But so yeah, we'll see. We'll also see about what's to stream next Thursday. Since apparently I can't stream Knights of the Old Republic, which kind of pisses me off a lot. I do want to finish Killer 7 because we're almost done. And the game's not bad to play. It's just that I feel like the story's gonna go in a direction I don't like, and that's kind of why I've like stopped playing it for a little bit. But I do want to finish it. Motherfucker. So we'll see how it goes. Honestly, I might just try streaming fucking Minecraft next fucking Thursday, but I don't think I have Minecraft right now because I've always wanted to try modded Minecraft or.
Just a heads up, Zim. Always look up. They have an assault.
Yeah, I know. He's been fucking shoving his hammer up my ass.
Our brother has fallen.
Oh shit. They have a board. I can't do shit against
They got a
boards.
lot of shit, man.
Oh shit. I'm blinded. Fuck!
This is what happens when we have no experience in PvP.
I didn't even want to play PvP.
Yeah, I know you didn't. So get the fuck back in there.
Creatures attack our terrain. Automatic weaponry engaged. We sustain a casualty. Inserting fresh magazines.
Anyways, hope you all have a nice day. Fuck.
Enemy has defiled the objective.
Okay, I think I'm gonna stay back behind.
Restoration complete.
I'm gonna try and flank these guys.
Now that all the information's currently out, all I gotta do is finish going through each individual page of logos, finish that up. I don't think I'm gonna do a How Powerful Clive after all. I think I'm just gonna do a versus video with Clive after everything's said and done, and have that be like the How Powerful Clive video, if that makes sense.
Who you gonna put Clive up against?
Defiled the objective.
Oh, no one in particular. No one in particular.
You're putting him up against Noctis, are you?
I would never say that, because that'd be a stomp, and obviously, you know, stomps. Fuck!
Well, do you want to do that, or do you want to do
Fuck you,
the
Assault!
protagonist video where we have him run the gauntlet?
Well, in order to run the
I
gauntlet,
don't-
like, we'd
I
have to
don't-
fucking go through the games again, or are you confident enough, like, on the scaling for them to talk about it? Because
I mean, I'm already going over one because I'm doing a game review of one.
I don't even care that we lost. I just wanted
Alright.
to kill that fucking
But-
Assault. Annoying piece of shit.
But how about Clive versus Issei?
Shut the fuck up.
Oh,
Who the
I
fuck
know.
let you speak?
Oh, I know what I know a matchup for Clive. That dude from that Tales of game that Kyle played. What was his name? Alphin?
Yeah, hands off. That's a versus match I'm doing later on.
You see? I can't do that. That's a hands-off thing.
How about Clive versus the Shepherd?
The Shepherd. Who's
Is
the
that
Shepherd?
some gay-ass shit from fucking, like, the Mandela Chronicles or whatever?
Kyle knows it. It's one of the Tales games.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, do you mean fucking Soray?
Yes.
Oh, Soray would fucking one-tap him because Mysterio and Zetsterio get like stupid scaling.
We all know that
Like,
no,
you gotta remember, both Eisen and Edna crossover with Tales of Arise, and Tales of Arise crew fights fucking Kronos, and Kronos scales the fucking Origin, and Origin could casually like make like millions of universes.
and we can all agree that Naruto also beats the shit out of Clive, right? We
Well,
can all
actually,
agree on
Naruto's-
that.
Very easily.
Well,
Way
Naruto's
quicker.
not planet level, so... I'm kidding. Clive's not planet level.
I'm glad we can all agree on that. It makes me
A
happy.
closer one would actually probably be like Yusuke. That would probably be closer.
Well, are we doing another PvP matchup?
We can back out if you want.
Okay, I want to back out. I missed my drip.
Who the hell is A-Cell Power Stone 1? The fuck does that mean, Kaizo? We could do Clive versus the Final Fantasy protagonists. I mean, that should be doable. It's just that fucking
It'd be very quick too, because all we'd have to do is basically see like what their end scaling is, and then like their hacks.
Well, so here's my plan. My plan is to for sure make a video, ideally halfway through next month, about logos and talk about what changed and what didn't, and that's it. After that, I can either make a How Powerful Clive, or I can just make a versus matchup with him and call it a day. Oh, well, there is one other option, although I still haven't got that French fucking guidebook yet. I could just do Claire fucking Obscura.
Still no update from that.
No, I got an update. Apparently, I'm getting this super snazzy fucking gold-plated fucking aluminum fucking tile of the city. So that's cool, I guess.
Cool.
How
When
about,
are you getting it?
I don't know, bro. They haven't said anything to me. They haven't given me an update on when it's supposed to be here.
how about we put Clive up against that protagonist from Final Fantasy Type 0?
We're trying to not make this a stomp, bro.
Why?
Come on.
Where do you have the
Clive
protagonist
versus
from
Issei? That's not a stomp.
0?
Dude, I could give Issei no power whatsoever and just his dragon powers, and he would still be Clive in like a minute.
Wait,
You wouldn't
Zim.
even have to. Wouldn't you only need him to use the White Dragon's power?
Well, that's why, because like without power, he just halves Clive's power, takes it, and then just does it again and again until Clive's gone.
Like
Again,
in one hand, he'll just like minimize Clive's power by half each time, while in the other hand, doubling his own.
again, like it's super silly, but Issei is unironically one of the hacksiest brute force characters in fucking fiction.
Yep.
Oh
Wait,
no!
so-
And that doesn't even take into account his Gundam and his
Wait,
Megazord.
Zim, where do you scale the protagonist from Final Fantasy Type 0?
I'd have to beat the game again to make sure, but like most Final Fantasy protagonists can get like super high end scaling. I would assume Type Zero. All Type
they
Zero has to hit
usually-
is like multi-con, and it would still be stronger than Clive.
Most Final Fantasy protagonists sit roughly like planet level to universal. It's very rare they're ever below planet level.
Again, like if I really wanted to, Clive's unironically best matchup in terms of stats at this point, and also to some degree like thematics, is Kratos from the Norse Pantheon specifically.
Like, funny enough,
They both have do Kratos and Clive have in common with each other?
They got some things in common. Again, most external like going to be 1-to-1, but they have some things in common. It's not the worst matchup.
well, like when it comes to Final Fantasy protagonists, I need to get my hands on Ten's guidebook, because depending on what Ten says about Sin, I can make a very silly argument to get Titus to maybe universal.
Hang on. Why don't you just buy the Ultimania guides? Or I
Me
guess
and what
in your
money?
case, why don't you find them online with your PDF shenanigans?
Oh, wait a
Because
second.
I-
Why not?
Because
Why not
I need the boys.
Cloud.
I'm rallying the boys. I need you guys to scour the porn sites, find me the PDFs.
Hang on.
Why not put Clive up against Cloud? Ain't Cloud one of the weakest Final Fantasy protagonists?
It's still
He
a
would be
stat
if
stomp.
he would be if it wasn't for the fact of like, if it wasn't for the fact of like Crisis Core.
Did it upgraded Cloud to like Uni?
No, it upgrades Cloud to like overplanetary and massively faster than light, because Zack can fight Bahamut, who can fly through space extremely fast.
No, Power Stone, no.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, like
I forgot.
Crisis Core does a lot of heavy lifting when it comes to Final Fantasy VII. If you were just to go through Final Fantasy VII, you would never come to the conclusion that Cloud is higher than like maybe planetary.
Zip, I forgot that the jewel of the gear can cause you to become a pervert and lose control of your body, and basically gain the urge to touch breasts.
Give it to Clive immediately, so Jill can finally be satisfied.
it's still hilarious that like if you were a woman fighting Issei, that is the worst matchup imaginable.
You know what?
Because of his
Just because
ability
of
to read
how
your mind.
you know what? Just because of how completely opposite they are as people, just for shits and giggles, do Sanji versus Issei.
They're not as far opposite as you might think. Like, because like as a character, Issei is similar to Sanji. He doesn't want to fight women. He respects women, and like Sanji, he will also take every chance to be perverted as fuck.
Are you gathering that from what you've seen in the anime or from what you've read in the book?
In the book, like no, because here's the thing: Sanji's a massive pervert, even in the manga. Like, yeah, there are times he won't be like a massive pervert, but Issei has those moments too. At the end of the day, it really just comes down to like they're both chivalrous. Ultimately, it's really fucking like silly.
Who's he say?
The guy from High School DxD.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck was that?
So, what do we do now?
I'm kind of debating if I want to play another mission or just call it there. Because I'm
my
already
phone's
level... What?
My phone's gonna die, so I'll talk to you boys later. I have arguments to the bunk and things to voice.
Layers, mate. Take care.
See ya, Kyle. See
But
ya.
yeah, no, because we've already done a couple missions. It's been pretty chill. I could take off right now, so to speak, and then work on some other stuff behind the scenes. Because again, like it's not that I don't like playing Space Marine. It's that there's no new content yet, and like
Yeah.
we're getting a new PvE mission soon, so we'll have more content to like really sink our teeth into when the update drops.
Yeah, I agree with you. The game gets really stale. I only played this just so that I can help you out.
I mean, like that's fine. I think for the most part, we usually have a good time playing as like a group because whenever you're playing with your friends, things can be fun. But it's like
Yeah.
the issue is that we can only do the same mission so many times, especially because we can play on the hardest difficulties now relatively easily. So there's not really a challenge. It's like, oh, well, you can do stratagems. Yeah, but stratagems, they went from like 10 to fucking 50 on the difficulty meter. So it's like that's why like today I did want to try playing Knights of the Old Republic on stream because I thought it'd be kind of fun to like have like a bit of a fucking different change of pace. But then for whatever fucking reason, I can't fucking do that. Cause fuck me, I guess. So that's why, cause ideally what I'd like to do is until Space Marine's new DLC drops, Thursdays would be something else. Just because we've already picked this game clean.
You know, Zim, I could probably help you out. I can also probably help you out on Helldivers 2. I still have the game. It's
I would like to play Helldivers 2, but my laptop can't fucking open it, and neither can my fucking PC because there's something wrong with the program conflicting with my fucking shit. Like that's otherwise we would have been playing Helldivers 2 today because I would like to because that game, while yes it suffers a little bit of the same problem Space Marine has. There's a lot more wild shit you can do in Helldivers and ragdolling that makes each mission a little more varied. So you're not always doing the same shit over and over again. Space Marine's problem is that its gameplay is too linear. It's not sandboxy enough for repeats to be all that like exciting.
I agree.
So that's why for me it's like, so I'll probably get on the Discord server and ask them if they can help me figure out what the problem is. Because I would very much like to be playing Helldivers 2 for the time being or something else. And if I can play as a group of people, that'd be great. That'd be a fun time. I know it'd be a fun time. That's why I just like, I'll probably message the Discord server and ask them, hey, Helldivers 2 isn't working for me. Like, what do I do? But yeah, no. Because the update drops like, I think next month or the month or I think like, because I don't think it drops right away. But I know it's dropping soon. Clive versus Mega Man. Pretty sure Mega Man takes that.
Yeah, Mega Man, even at the lowest, would scale to star level, which is more than enough to body Clive.
Yes. So here, we'll exit the game for
The
now.
the only Mega Man version I see Clive doing well against is Walnut from Mega Man Legends.
What the fuck's wrong with Walnut, bro?
Any other version of Mega Man would absolutely destroy Clive in a fight.
Because like the other option for today was I was just gonna be streaming Killer 7 to finish it off, but again, like issues with the computer over there. So we'll see what happens next Thursday. There won't be a Warhammer stream. There'll be, hopefully if I can fix it, there'll be a Helldivers 2 stream. If not, we'll see what happens. But there won't be a Warhammer stream next week.
Understandable.
What?
Oh, I said understandable.
Yeah. We'll see what happens because there might not even be a stream next week. I might just try and spend that time to work on like a video or like something else because I do have projects on the side I have to finish up as well. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, just heads up, no Warhammer stream next week. Hopefully something else will take its place. But I'll if I don't end up streaming next Thursday, I will put a post saying that there won't be a stream that day. And I think we'll go to call it there for today. So with that said, thank you guys for your time as always. Thank you guys for your time as always. Have a nice day. And I'll see you guys on the next streamer video. Take care, everybody. Have a